Yeah.
Swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a pick in the park. Swooping in just like a hawk.
Yeah, swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the park. And one baby that's far from a flop. Stay from Marina, we blow up the top. DeAndre 12, he just like a cop. Lockdown D, get it still in the block. Vic got that vision, he passing the rock. Trey put from 30 with 12 on the clock. I hope your best player got really good handles, why? Cause he might get swiped by Daniels, I told him don't leave both get open and wide. Cause he jump away like an ocean, yeah. Jailing on the fat break, scaring down. But you can't leave open garrison. Just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the park. And one baby that's far from a flop. Stay from Marina, we blow up the top. DeAndre 12, he just like a cop. Lockdown D, get it still in the block. Swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the park. Swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the park. Yeah.
Swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a pick in the park. Swooping in just like a hawk.
Yeah, swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the park. And one baby that's far from a flop. Stay from Marina, we blow up the top. DeAndre 12, he just like a cop. Lockdown D, get it still in the block. Vic got that vision, he passing the rock. Trey put from 30 with 12 on the clock. I hope your best player got really good handles, why? Cause he might get swiped by Daniels, I told him don't leave both get open and wide. Cause he jump away like an ocean, yeah. Jailing on the fat break, scaring down. But you can't leave open garrison. Just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the park. And one baby that's far from a flop. Stay from Marina, we blow up the top. DeAndre 12, he just like a cop. Lockdown D, get it still in the block. Swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the park. Swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the park. Yo, what's good, gang? It's your boy back in the building. Hey, it was a tough one. We almost came back. We almost had them. I'm going to tell y'all this, man. I'm going to tell y'all this. If we can solve the first quarter issues, we going to be Gucci. We going to be Gucci. Hey. We going to be Gucci. We almost you fall behind 18. Okay, let me clean my camera. You fall behind 18 and you come back and you make it a game. We need CC. We lost this game, guys. As I clean my camera, we lost this game. You could pick numerous fronts on where we lost the game at. Okay. But the fact that the team came back. The team fought hard. And thank you. And okay. And New York, it took major nights from Cat and Brunson. They're two max money players, big time money making players. Now, you can pick. I see what y'all saying. What y'all saying in the chat?
You play to win the game. Quinn couldn't draw up a play. What you mean you play to win the game? Obviously, yeah, we know that. What's your point? We know we play to. Why else would we play the game? I don't understand. Yeah, of course we trying to win the game. What y'all talking about, man? What did y'all talking about? Listen, let me tell y'all something, man. Okay, I know y'all like to come in here or be on X and talk a lot of smack, talking this, talking that. Listen. Okay, let's keep it a buck. No more victories. If you don't win, it don't mean nothing. I mean, it may not mean nothing to you. I think this game will. I enjoyed this game. I I think we played tough this game. I think we played tough. I mean, it's hard for me to get behind a statement like that when we not used to winning any. We don't win. So I don't understand how people all of a sudden want to turn up. Oh, these dudes is trash. Oh, blah, blah, blah. We are not supposed to be competing for nothing. Did y'all forget that? Landry Fields told you at the press conference, ain't nothing changed from the plan from the beginning of the season. Nothing has changed. I don't know why y'all getting turned. Nothing has changed. We played a good game tonight. You're not finna go 82-0. Let's be real. We played tough. We fell behind. It's some stuff we got to work on. You could pick tons of different reasons why we lost the game. You could say the free throws. You could talk about Trey in overtime. But at the end of the day, the main issue is this. If you don't fall behind 18 in the first quarter, like for some reason, we have to fall behind double digits in the first quarter. I don't know why we got to do that. Every game, we down 10 points in the first quarter. I just don't get it. But I mean, but let me keep it a buck though. Y'all don't have to accept it as a moral victory. Y'all don't have to. Because y'all know I don't really care anyway. I'm just giving you my opinion, and my opinion is this: it was a great game. We played them tough. Okay, we going out there with Nang, Levert. Man, you just added 3 new dudes with a rookie on the court and a dude in Mo G who just started playing basketball 6 years ago. And you went toe to toe, and the Knicks gave you their best shot. They hit you with 40 and something from Cat. They hit you with 30 and something from Brunson, and you still had a chance to win the game. You still had an opportunity to win the game. What are y'all mad about? We're not supposed to be winning nothing. The Knicks playing. I don't care. I don't care if somebody played a back-to-back, bro. At the end of the day, okay. At the end of the day, it's still play hard, get better. At the end of Landry, did y'all watch Landry press conference? Did you watch Landry Fields press conference? What did he say? That nothing has changed from the beginning of the season. We still own the same plan. They own the same plan, playing these young dudes. Why you think Mo G started? Same thing Mikey said. We look better with George Niang playing, but that's not the plan. The plan is to play our young dudes and develop them this season. Period. That's the plan. Anybody else who thinking differently, hey, that's on you. Landry told you he told you what's going on. He told you what's going on. I don't know why y'all come in here or be on Twitter like we supposed to be contender for a title. Come on now. But it's hard for me to sit here and say the Hawks was awful. We played an amazing. If you take away that first quarter, hey, let me tell you something. We was losing at half. I came out. What did I tell y'all? I said, we gonna come back, gang. Don't even trip. We gonna come back. You come out and you put up what? Almost 40 in the third. What we put up? Did we put up 40 in the third quarter to get you right back in the game? And then you come back and you take the lead. Now, when we take the lead, you can talk about possessions. Okay. You could talk about certain possessions by Trey Young. I'm not going to sit here in front. Y'all know I'm a Trey Young fan, but I ain't going to sit here in front like I was sitting here just like y'all. Why did you shoot that? Why? Why? You know, but that's what come with having Trey Young. That come with that. That come with that. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, if the coach is allowing it and the coach don't have a problem with it, hey, you might as well get used to it, family. You might as well get used to it. Okay. Listen, I'll tell you this, man. I tell you this, bro. They don't want to see us in no playoffs, dog. They really don't. They really don't. They really don't want to see us. If we didn't have Jalen Johnson, no Nash, so we was lacking one of our best players. We were lacking depth from the forward position with Veek going too. They don't really want to listen. They don't want to see us in the for real. They really don't. Okay. Let me drop the link. Y'all know how we get down up in here. I'm gonna drop the link. Tonight I'm cutting the time short tonight. We're doing 1 minute because some of y'all be up here. I don't really be saying that anyway. So 1 minute, then we can get to the forum, the open panel, and let me tell y'all something about this open panel, right? Okay, if you ain't caught on yet, okay. Once I go to the open panel, okay, let me tell y'all something. Don't come up here for the open panel, okay, because it's not moderated. The open panel is barbershop talk. It's barbershop style. It's not moderated. So don't come up here talk about, well, I want to talk. If you can't get in your thoughts, okay, the open panel might not be for you. Okay. You might want to come on and do the 1 minute spiel. Okay. Everybody not built for the open panel. Okay. But I'm tired of people coming up here freaking crying and complaining. If you don't like the way we run the open panel, don't come up here. Okay. This is for Hawk fans. Okay. If you're not used to the open panel, let me say it again, because I don't moderate that. Okay. But usually 9 times out of 10, everybody who up here is respectful of everyone. Okay. People be quiet, let others talk. Some people call out, hey, this dude ain't said nothing yet, let him yap. Okay. But even when I'm up here, you see, I don't moderate it. Okay. So I'm just giving y'all a heads up. So when you come up here, I don't want you, man, how come I don't get to talk, man? I want to talk, I want to take the. Listen, come for the 1 minute, say your 1 minute spiel, and you be good. And then leave. Okay. All righty. Here we go. Let's drop the link. Y'all got 1 minute to come up here. Make sure your camera is on. If your camera is not on, you will not come up. If your camera not on, I'm just gonna kick you out. Well, I'm kick you from the queue and you go back in the chat. All right, there you go. Let me hear Hawk fans talk to me about tonight's game. Some of y'all talking about we don't do more victories. Y'all say, hey man, this game. Hey, listen, we still on the same path of developing, getting our players ready for next year. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all think this is just an audition for Man, LeVert, Nang, George Niang. You know what I'm saying? All right. All right, let me set my clock, then we're going to get this thing popping. We going to get it popping. Like, I'm not afraid of the Knicks, bro. Like, I don't care if we see them in the playoff. I really don't care. Because we going to beat them. We going to beat them. Let's go with the homeboy Marion, man. Talk to me. You got a minute.
The Knicks should be scared of us. We played a good game tonight. It was a good game for the most part, especially the second half. We can blame a whole lot of things on it. The main thing, though, is to me is free throws. You can't be a starter and miss 5 free throws. But good fight. I was happy with Quinn's rotations actually because he was willing to put Trey off on defensive needs and on offensive needs at the end of the game. So this game was played more like a playoff game, I would assume. So in all, good fight, good play, and I'm not scared of New York either, Demond. I think that we got their number.
All right, that's the homeboy Marion, man. Let's go to the homeboy C1 to talk.
Hey y'all. Yeah, I agree with Marion. I ain't scared of the Knicks, man. I mean, Trey's got their number. I mean, you had the crowd throwing the F-bombs at Trey again, and that's when he was starting to cook in the fourth quarter. Which, by the way, yeah, I get people are saying the turnovers were a lot, but y'all, he almost had a 40-20 game. 40 points, 20 assists. And yeah, he took a questionable shot or two in the overtime that I didn't like. But we still had a chance to win in the overtime. And Karis LeVert had a chance for us to have a bigger lead, and he missed 2 free throws. Like Marion said, if we hit our free throws, if Onyeka Okongwu hits his free throws, Karis LeVert hits his free throws, we win this game. So it's not Trey's fault. You could say he had a bit of a hand in the loss, but really, it was just a game that we played hard, played tough, and we just came up short. It's not, it is what it is. We can pinpoint little mistakes, but hey, I love the fight. I hate that we lost. Niang was like 1 foot away from winning the game. So it's like, y'all, we good. Like I'm like Damon. We good, man. We good. Y'all, we Gucci.
Yeah, we Gucci, baby. That's the homeboy C1. Now, let me read the super chat. Shout out my homeboy Ticket with the $2 super chat. He say, y'all giving passes for effort, perfect attendance. We giving a pass. I don't agree with what Ticket is saying. I don't know what pass we giving. We lost the game. What pass we giving? We just said the boys played hard. I mean, you can't even compliment your team now. So complimenting your team giving effort is giving a pass? Well, you can mark me down for giving a pass then, because they played hard. I respect it. Shout out to homeboy Jay Black. Hit the like button. 133 in the chat. 12 likes. Chat, y'all holding out. Why y'all holding out on your boy, chat? Shout out to the homeboy Jay Black again. He say, hit that like button. Hit the like button, folks. Y'all chat, y'all cheating your boy. Stop cheating your boy. Let me get them likes up. Come on, let's get the likes up, gang. All right, let's go to the homeboy Mora. You got a minute. Talk to me, my guy.
Overall, great team. Great. I mean, we lost, but I think we played very well. I think we got a playoff team. I ain't gonna lie to you. We definitely got a playoff built team. We're playing hard, a lot of effort. I do like Trey's play the whole game. I do feel like overtime he kind of threw that game. He turned the ball over 2 or 3 times in a row. Granted, we know he gets a lot of turnovers in the game, but I think overtime we were up 5 and they set the screen. All we had to do was just keep running that pick and roll with a Okongwu, man, and it was working. And then he tried to pass it. It's like, you were wide open, just take the shot. I think if we just kept running that and just kept poised, we definitely would have won that game. But overall, I thought we played a great game. They had to hit a lot of shots. Those guys was hitting shots. They was getting every foul call in order to beat us, and we still was 1 shot away from beating them. So yeah. I'm proud of the boys tonight. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Salute to the homeboy Moore, man. Let's move on to the homeboy Jay. You got a minute. Talk to me, gang.
What's good, man? Great effort tonight. Great effort. Can't say that enough. Trey wasn't on his best on a couple of possessions, but I think in the overtime, that goes for a lot of people. How about Georgios Niang falling asleep, ball watching on Jalen Brunson, gives up the backdoor cut in the big spot. So we play a little cleaner. We'll be fine. It was good performance. Quinn, again, put us in position to win the game. I think if we play better in the second quarter, that's when we were down 18. First quarter, we were down 8-10. But the second quarter is when it ballooned up to 18. We probably would have been all right, but it was the Don Barlow minutes for me that created those situations. But like I said, Quinn puts us in position. Final 7-8 minutes of the game, we're always in position to win. We very rarely get blown out. So a lot of it, he's feeling his way through. So good game.
Bet that. That's the homeboy Jay, man. All right, let's go on to the homeboy Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid, talk to me. You got a minute.
Hey, what's up, guys? It was a really good game. They started out slow. I'm gonna be a referee complainer. that when we went up by 5 and that referee called that ball off a foul on Dyson, and that ball went out of bounds, and she put it in his hand to shoot a free throw, man. He was not supposed to be shooting free throw. They was not in the bonus. And then when we had another chance to control the game, the referee looked like she called a timeout for them when it was a jump ball. I mean, like, every time we was in a situation, the refs sort of always did something to help them. It was a couple of times when Dyson had got fouled, and we was in the bonus. I mean, Trey hit the shot when we took it out, of course, but we was in the bonus, and Dyson didn't even go to the line. So I'm like, this is some weird stuff, man. This is crazy.
That's on your coach. Your coach should have recognized that. That's the homeboy Kool-Aid. Let's move on. We got Larry from the Dixon Way. If y'all not tapped in, y'all see that's his channel right there at the bottom, gang. _Dixon_Way. Tap in with the homeboy Larry with the OG Hawks warm up. Every time I see the warm up, first person pop in my head is, for some reason, I don't know why, Blair Rasmussen pop in my. I don't know why he popped in my head.
Not Blair Rasmussen. You could at least say Stacey Augman.
I don't know why that pops in my head, man. Talk to me, Larry.
All right, man. Appreciate you having me on the stream as always. Also, guys, make sure you hit the like button, man. It's the lifeblood of all our stream. Don't be out here in a strip club and watching and not tipping. So, all right. So, great game by the Hawks. Good effort being down by 6 with 20 seconds on the clock. Great effort to force it to overtime. Trey Young, how bad he was in the first half and how magnificent he was in the second half. But he also sold that game in overtime. A lot of hero ball. We were up by 5. That should have been the end of the game. Really, just keep attacking, pick and roll, attacking the basket, forcing them to foul you. You went to the free throw line 14 times today, made 12. So we missed our free throws. Good game by Yakongu outside of free throws, 3 for 8. It kind of was the game. But yeah. And also I have to also say, yeah, Dyson got cooked up in the overtime. So I can give criticism to Dyson Daniels. Had a great offensive game, but Brunson, when he needed to get the shots, he made them over him. So made the last 3 shots. That foul was bogus though in the open court. That was some BS. But yeah. All right.
And that's the homeboy Larry. Let's roll with the homeboy Todrick. What's good, my guy? Talk to me. You got 1 minute, guy.
What up? Great game by Dyson and everybody's 3 shots by Trey and turnovers and all that kind of stuff. But it was a hard-fought game, but we can bounce back. So that's all I have to say.
All right. Salute to the homeboy Todrick. And let's bring everybody on the panel. And let's chop it up real quick. So let's get down to the nitty-gritty here.
Let's get to it.
Listen, man. Everybody know I'm a Trey Young fan. Okay? But, bruh, some of them possessions in the overtime, man.
Oh, my Lord. It was atrocious.
That 3 that he shot, was that over Cat? It was like a one-leg.
It was over 2 people.
It was over 2 people.
It was over 2 people. Sidestep from the logo. About 2 feet away from the logo. I'm like, what?
Right. To be fair, he hit one previously in the fourth.
No, you don't play that way when it's overtime and every fucking count.
Yeah, this is the thing I'm saying. C1, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, man. I don't know if they teach civilians this, but when I was in the Army, one thing they teach you is called situational awareness.
Yes, situational basketball.
Right.
Like, bro, that was not needed.
Right, you're right.
Trey was trying to hit an ESPN logo, swipe the dice off the court.
What Trey gotta understand.
That's what he was trying to do.
You're right.
What he gotta understand is this: you get more credit winning the game than doing the fancy stuff.
Right.
That would have been his 20th assist if he would have actually dropped that dime.
And then
he got double teamed.
And I'm gonna say this, then I'm gonna shut up, man. Like, I don't know what it is with Coach Quinn and the last play of the game.
Oh
His
yeah, it's terrible.
That's the best look he could get, Trey. Or
He
Trey
got fouled though. Hold on.
Trey got fouled.
He did get fouled.
He got
He
fouled.
did get fouled. They
He got
didn't call
fouled on
it.
that
They
play.
didn't call it at all.
They didn't call
Yeah,
it.
but I mean,
But we know
no,
we
they didn't call it at
already
all.
know the ref do us dirty, bro. We
But
know
you
that
gotta keep
already.
in
But
mind
still,
that
That's,
Knicks
that's
are
why.
actually
That's why you passed the ball.
You give Brunson that call with that little ticky tack with Dyson. But you
Wait,
ain't gonna get
say that
straight?
again, Marion. Say that again.
I forgot what I said.
You said that's why you pass the ball.
Yeah.
Pass the ball. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna lie, bro. I
Well,
ain't
he
gonna
did.
lie.
Hold on, guys. He
Kool-Aid,
did pass.
Kool-Aid.
Listen, he did
Kool-Aid,
pass
I'm
the
not
ball
gonna
to
lie,
Levert.
Kool-Aid,
In
I
the
was sitting here watching the game,
Okay.
and I ain't gonna lie. I was looking at Trey, and I was like, pass the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
And
I
pass
But
the
said the
ball
yeah,
to
same
Levert.
thing.
they was
Levert got
sending the
fouled and
doubles,
missed 2 free
and
throws.
he
Could
was
have
just,
tied the game.
hey, he see the double coming, and then he just hold the ball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Salute to my guy,
He
man.
wouldn't
My
even
bad,
drive.
Corey Lee. Hold up, my bad, guys.
That's rough.
Salute to my guy Corey Lee with the $5 super chat. My bad, gang. I saw. I forgot to go back to it. I'm glad you reminded me. Peace and salute, Queens in the building. Great effort in my city. I'll be here when my Knicks come to ATL. ATL fans hold high. That's my boy Corey Lee. Corey Lee actually live in Georgia. He a New Yorker though. He a Knicks fan, New Yorker. He live in Georgia. Salute to my guy Corey Lee, man, in the building. You about to say something, Larry? My bad.
No. Yeah, Trey, that second half was amazing. The overtime, it got to hero ball. It was too many heat checks. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was a heat check, then it was a two bad passes, and all those things turned into turnovers and turned into points. But yeah, I can't sit here and not say that Brunson hit the crucial shots over Dyson right in his mouth. So every time we
Oh,
need him to stop now, in regulation, he got the steals to turn it over. I thought he had 6 steals, but they said 4 at the end of the game. But either way, yeah,
But it
they
was
only said
great.
4. I thought he
No,
had
I
6
was about to
steals.
say, man. I was about to say, and I'm glad you brought that up, Larry. Listen,
Yeah.
man. Sometimes you got to tip your
You gotta
cap.
shake their hand.
You gotta tip your cap. Hey, Brunson.
Like, what do you like?
Hey, bro,
No,
Brunson.
it was good defense. It's better offense.
You got to give him his credit.
Bro,
Yeah.
Brunson.
Y'all gotta understand he was
He
playing
hit
with
some
high
tough
clouds.
shots, bro.
Bro,
He did.
they all were hitting tough shots.
You got
All of them were hitting tough shots.
We have nobody to stop Karl Anthony Towns, guys. I'm so glad they stopped giving it to him to drive to the basket. Bro, we were so small out there. He was bullying us like children out there, bro.
So Karl Anthony Towns don't shoot logo threes.
Yeah,
Well, I will say this.
yeah. I mean, he shot him this game.
Dude, they
Listen,
were
man.
making shots tonight.
They were
So
making
it's not even
nobody like
That
nobody.
first half.
I'm just saying, man. Once we get Clint back, we'll be okay.
Clint is back. I don't think he's playing for the rest of the season.
No, he's coming back. Coach
gotta
said he
work
got
back.
to ramp up. He has to ramp up into playing.
We
That's all.
We'll see, man.
In actuality, the Hawks played below themselves
needed him tonight.
compared to the Knicks. The Knicks had to play at a higher level to beat us. We really
Yeah, I agree.
a bad basketball game. Starting at the beginning when we missed 6 layups and we missed 4 when we missed 8 free throws at the beginning. We really played a bad, horrible basketball game. And then we went into the second half. We played real good. And then we went into overtime. And we still didn't play to our level because those free throws should have not been missed. The Levert free throw should have not been missed. Yep. And as well as the Okongwu should not been missed.
Hey,
I think we played above our baseline.
I got a question for you, Jay.
What's good, Demar? When Kool-Aid stops yapping,
Jay, I got a question for you. My question is this.
Yeah, what's good?
Who was guarding Princess Achua?
Oh my gosh.
I thought they threw Yucca down there. No, I think it was Niang. It was Niang.
What I say? Princess Precious. My bad.
No. It was
Akua and Barlow, from what I saw. Barlow, Moji, Niang. Yeah,
Barlow
those guys
did work tonight, dog.
Lamont, when you asked that, you're talking about down the stretch, right? You're talking about in crunch time.
Yeah.
No, he's saying in general.
No. Down the stretch, it was Niang.
Fourth quarter, and overtime.
It was Niang.
Oh, Niang.
Niang. But see, like y'all talking about like Trey. I mean, yeah, Trey. Like the hope with Trey is in the playoffs when it matters. Honestly, if he makes these plays this year and we lose, I think that's probably the best thing because then you got to play. It helps him think more winning basketball. But like That was, I mean, they killed the momentum, but they didn't cost.
Yeah, I agree with you.
It really was the small things like Niang falling asleep off the ball, giving up the backdoor cut. It was just small things.
Oh, here come Matt.
Nah, I don't agree with that, Jay.
I mean, if you don't give up, you got to think when Niang gave up that backdoor cut, Jalen Brunson is like 5 feet behind the 3-point line with 2 seconds left.
If you go,
that is true.
Like that.
Yeah.
You lost the game by 1 point.
You came down 3 possessions and turned the ball over or shot a crazy shot.
Like
that's way worse.
Trey
you
did
don't
that
follow
4
through
possessions in a row.
Oh, hold on. Hang on, Jay. Can I go right quick? Let me just say, I agree with Jay on that. That's why I agree with Larry. That shot from Trey was a dumb shot.
It was
dumb. Not the main reason why we lost. That was one of the reasons.
No, it's not. It was not the main reason why we lost.
If you go back and watch the game, we were up by 5. Trey either threw up a crazy shot or he turned the ball over 4 possessions in a row.
Yeah, we were up by 5, guys.
We were up by 5 on the beginning of that third of the overtime.
Yeah, but like here's my thing. It's still a game of runs. 5 points with 5 minutes left is nothing.
That's the only time we went up by 5.
No, it was 3 minutes left.
You know what I'm saying?
It was 3 minutes left, Jay.
Jay,
it was 3. It was 2 minutes and 45 seconds left in the game.
We were not up by 5.
That's what I'm saying. Like, no, it's only 5 minutes of overtime. It couldn't be more than 5 minutes.
No, that's what I'm saying to you, Larry. We got the layup. We got the first layup, and then Karis LeVert hit the 3 at 4-1, and we're at 5 points. It's still about 5 minutes. That's not a lead. It's not. It's artificial.
We went up by 5 when
could we have scored and made it 6 and start imposing our will on the game? Yeah, but like that sequence, it more or less just kind of let the Knicks hang on out. Because they scored, and you were still up 1 point. You were still up 1 point.
Why I say it ain't on Trey, because like
because they didn't make any shot. We come down.
No, they did.
I don't know, man. I just feel like that was the momentum shift.
They got the Dyson Daniels. They got the
momentum. The momentum.
If we make one less turnover, we win that game.
No,
if we make one less turnover, we win that game, Jay.
Yeah, but it's also true if the
referee called that ball. When we went up by, listen, guys, can I say something? Can I say something?
Sure, man, it was a number of things. It wasn't one thing that lost the game. Okay?
Anytime you have an overtime game, anytime you have a 1 point game, you can point to anything and say that.
Yeah, exactly.
Any and everything.
No,
it makes no sense. Hold on. It makes no sense to continue to point blame at this play, at that play, because the same Joker that made those 4 plays you want to talk about, he got 38 and
19.
There's only been 3 40-20 games in the history of the NBA. Only 3. And the last time it happened was in 1970. Come on, man.
No,
I'm holding true though.
Is what it is.
I'm holding.
I just want to show y'all, man.
You know how much you want to. If he didn't give you that, then you wouldn't have been there in the first place.
No, I'm holding my all-star player accountable to an all-star.
Definitely true. If he didn't give us 1 for 13 in the first half.
Hey, listen, what I'm going to tell you.
Those turnovers.
The momentum. Listen, guys. Can I say this right quick? Don't be quiet.
Matt ain't said nothing yet, man. Let Matt talk. Let Matt talk. He hasn't said
You
nothing.
always want to say something. It'd be nonsense.
Yeah, Matt ain't saying nothing.
It ain't no nonsense. You just don't understand.
I will say I agree with Marion. I don't think it's one thing or the other. This play, that play. I think it was a combination of things. The lineup in the fourth quarter, the last 5 minutes, I didn't love that lineup. In the fourth quarter, we couldn't rebound really. Besides that, a rebound by Okonwu. When we, there was good and bad. Like it was a mixed bag. So there were good parts from Trey and Dyson and Okonwu, and then there were bad parts. The turnovers from Trey. The Australian hibachi that Brunson had on Dyson.
Hold up. Let's talk about what happened with Carl.
The lack of presence by Okonwu. Okonwu didn't have a good game, I thought. Defensively, he wasn't as his normal self. Offensively, he wasn't really that impactful. So Okonwu had a bad game, no doubt about it. But he had some good moments. The rebound I thought was good. He had some critical defensive stops with Cat towards the end of the game that I thought was impactful. He had some kick out threes from assists that were impactful. So like I said, it was a mixed bag I thought the whole team. It was some good and some bad. So at the end of the game, you just DeMond, the key thing to me that what DeMond said was situational awareness. Okay. And I thought at the end of the game, we didn't have enough of situational awareness. Trey, I thought the last shot was kind of ill-advised. I don't know what that pass he was trying to do in the middle. That wasn't a good look. Dyson on defense with Brunson, you got to know it's only 4 seconds on the shot clock. You got to crowd them and make them go around and go into the paint, make them drive into the.
Dyson was playing with 5 fouls. It's harder to.
Well, that's another thing. Like Dyson was 5 fouls, so that's why he was off him like that.
But it's 11 seconds left in it. But I'm sorry. At that time, it was 15 seconds left in the game. So like, even if you foul out, it's the last possession.
So what if you foul him that he goes to the free throw line?
Exactly, because we're in the bonus.
No, I didn't say foul him. I said you want to play closer up.
But they were calling everything. If Dyson was near him, they were calling fouls.
It was calling fouls.
They were calling tiki.
I don't know.
I agree with Matt.
I agree with Matt. Let me say this. When we went into overtime and we came in, we jumped out by 5. Okay. Dyson Daniels had put a stop on Bronson. Bronson dribbled off his foot. Okay, he dribbled off his foot. It went out of bounds. Okay, they called a foul. They called a foul. Okay, we up by 5. They put him on the line, and they was not in the bonus. He was not supposed to gave him 2 points.
He had already gathered the ball.
The ball was coming out of his hands before he made contact with his wrist.
No.
He was not shooting. He was not shooting. They was not in the bonus, and I believe that's where the turning point was at right there, because we were about to run away with that game.
Exactly.
You're to run away with that game. And when they put that man on the free throw line and made it and gave him that 2 points and put him back in the game, that's when the competitiveness started. And then they made a couple of more bogus calls. It helped them also get some other things going. Like y'all said, that last shot when Trey went in, it was a foul, but they weren't gonna call that foul, right? Okay. So therefore, every little thing that the referee did was the momentum swift, like the ball, like the timeout call on when it should have been a jump ball. That was
the ball, Kool-Aid. Those weren't bad calls. Those are good calls.
Kool-Aid. I need somebody.
You saying that the foul on Brunson was a good call?
That was a good call. Listen, Brunson had already gone. First of all,
I said the jump ball. The jump ball when they was struggling for the ball,
I'm telling you.
Who called the timeout? Was it Brunson or was it
I think it was the coach.
The coach called the timeout. That's why I was wondering. I don't listen.
So who called the timeout?
Right. The coach called timeout. Jalen
coach called timeout. Okay, then it was legit.
I get how.
So who had possession of the ball? Who had possession of the ball in that time?
Brunson had it.
He did have it.
Okay, it wasn't a jump ball then. Okay.
And Kool-Aid, as far
as we challenged the Dyson Daniels call in transition. Dyson never hit the ball. That was he hit the hand, and Jalen Brunson had already went together, and that's why he
hit the hand at the ball camera. The ball was coming out of his hand.
Yeah, but you still can't. He still hit the ball out of his hand.
Bro, if the ball is coming out of your hand, he didn't cause the foul. The ball is out of your hand.
Listen.
Bro, I just saw them do the exact same thing Trey was complaining about. He got fouled the same way. They didn't call it.
There was.
Larry.
It was the exact same call, and Trey was like, "Where's my foul?" They went up and scored.
Exactly.
And hold on. Another call was a call on Dyson Daniels. We were in the bonus. Check this out, guys. Check this out. It was another call. Dyson Daniels got fouled. We was in the bonus, and they did not send him to the line.
So 2 things can be true. That they could have missed their call on Trey Young, but when they went and they reviewed that play, that was a foul. Jalen Brunson was in
It
the
should have been
process
on
of gathering.
it should have been on the
And
ground
that
though.
was two
He
free
didn't
Should have
shoot
been
it.
on the ground. They shouldn't
It should have
have been
been on the
Bro,
shooting
ground.
free
he
throws.
had
It was
he had
listen.
It
Oh, Trey
was
Young
on the
got hit
ground.
on
They
the
should have
floor.
been shooting
Y'all.
free
Threw his
throws.
arms up and never get the foul.
Y'all are arguing something that they challenged, reviewed, and called it a foul.
Jay, hold
I
up.
know
But
that,
we
but
ain't
it
saying
still
it wasn't
should
a
have been on
foul,
the
Jay.
ground.
Jay,
Jay,
Go back and watch the
understand the
Should have
replay.
been on
It
foul.
the
was a
ground.
foul.
on the ground
We
foul.
saying it was a foul,
Jay,
but it shouldn't have been
even
a
if it's
shooting
a foul,
foul,
it should be
Jay.
on the
No, he had
ground.
already started
No,
gathering the
No.
ball.
He
Y'all
gathered the
not
ball, y'all.
understanding. He gathered the
Bro,
ball.
how
Dyson
many
never
times have I
touched it.
seen Trey
You
Young
have to be
get down on
shooting
his
a
arm,
shooting
gather the
motion
ball, and they
for
say
the ball
side
not
out of
for
bounds.
it to be
Exactly.
a
Like I
shooting
said,
foul.
two things can be true.
You have
That
to
could
be
be a foul,
shooting
a
in a
shooting foul
shooting
on
motion for
Dyson,
the
and
ball
they
to
just
be
missed
called a
one with
shooting
Trey.
Hey,
foul
guys,
when
hold
you're
up.
not in the
Hey,
ball.
y'all.
It
He
was a
had
foul.
he had two hands on the
He
ball,
got
correct?
fouled, but he
Listen,
didn't. But he
listen.
wasn't a shooting foul. We didn't say he
No,
wasn't foul.
listen,
We
It
just said it
was.
was
y'all,
It was
a
on
shooting foul.
together.
y'all. He had
Dude,
two hands on the ball, correct?
More. The
Right.
gather don't count
hold
for
up.
Trey. I wanted to gather to count
But
for Trey.
I want
What
they
I'm
could have
saying
missed
is,
the call on Trey. They could have missed the call on Trey. That's
no, Jay, that's not the point. The point that Larry is, and I completely agree. Trey never gets those calls. He never gets those continuation
The
calls.
only time he get
Trey
the only
never
a
gets
game.
no. The
Y'all
only
crying
time
about
Trey
the
Young get a
handful he doesn't
continuation
get.
is when he jumps into someone when he's
exactly.
already in the air.
And
He
he
never gets continuation, guys.
Listen.
Like if he got
Trey,
one foot on the ground, they say side out of
got out of
bounds
but
bounds.
the thing is, Jay is
every
not,
freaking
Guys,
time.
y'all. Jay is not
Trey
arguing that.
he gets 12 free throws a night, and y'all crying about the handful of
No,
continuation.
what I'm saying is call the exact same play
Call
like
it
it
down the middle.
is.
Call it exactly down the middle all the time. Because this is
Like
the
I
thing.
said, like I
This
hear
is-
what
hang
y'all
on,
saying.
Jay,
I hear what y'all
right quick.
saying. I hear what y'all saying. Listen,
Right quick. Let
two
me just
things can be true. They missed the call on Trey, but that Dyson Daniels foul was a foul. Period.
It wasn't. We ain't saying it wasn't a foul, Jay. We not saying it wasn't a foul. We
I
just
think
said
the
it
ball
wasn't
was
a
slipping out of
shooting
his
foul.
hand.
The
That was a
foul
shooting
didn't say that
foul.
was
but
a
whatever.
side, Jay. We
It's a
wasn't saying it
shooting
wasn't a
foul. It
foul.
was a shooting foul. When they
And
first looked
okay,
at it, they
How
said
was it
side
a
out of
shooting
bounds.
foul
hold
when he's
on.
dribbling the ball off of his
Jay,
foot?
He
Jay,
didn't.
How'd
He
the
Bro,
ball
didn't
I
gather
feel
the
like he lost the
ball.
ball
Jay,
and Dyson made
listen,
contact with his hand
yeah,
because he was throwing his hand
hand
into.
up.
To
Yeah.
me,
Brunson
the
goes
ball was
under.
already
He's
coming
coming to
out.
gather the ball, and Dyson smacks
Let's
his hand. That's a shooting foul. That's
To
on
me, it
together.
looked like the ball was coming out of his hand. But all right, I mean, tomato. It's close.
Nah, he was
The
trying to
referee
hit a
discretion.
crossover and
Yeah,
put
yeah,
his
yeah,
feet
yeah.
on the
I mean,
ball.
yeah, it's a foul. Okay, it's a foul.
I just want to say this real quick.
Yeah.
Like I said, to me, when it comes to Dyson, he was in an impossible spot. Like it's hard. You get in these ticky-tack fouls again. It's like Larry said, it's not consistent. Trey got fouled on the last play. He got fouled the previous play leading to that Jalen thing. But Jalen was getting all the calls all the time. And even then, I'll say this. We still had a chance to win. That's why I agree with Marion. Y'all, the folks that I've seen Foot in the chat. And I love Foot, but it's this hate. This is why people call him a hater. Dude, the brother nearly had 40 and 20. He was the only reason we got to overtime. He hit two clutch free throws in the clutch when Dyson missed the other one. Okongwu, to his credit, got the offensive rebound, and Trey sent us into overtime. We can't listen. Yes, Trey took some dumb shots, but considering he was the one that brought us back from the brink, I think he gets permission to kind of do what he wants to do.
I disagree,
like.
Steve. I disagree, Steve.
Now, one thing, and Matt, I'm gonna give
disagree.
Matt. I think Okongwu had a good game. I think Okongwu had a good game personally.
I thought he was inconsistent. I thought he was.
I disagree, Steve. I disagree.
You can't allow him to, bro. At one point, somebody correct me. I can't remember if it was overtime. Might have been overtime. Like he tricked off 3 straight possessions.
It was 4 straight possessions.
You cannot do that.
It was 4 straight possessions.
You cannot do that.
No, see, here's why I disagree. Here's why I disagree. You keep saying like he's got 38 and 19 or whatever. You're the superstar of our team. So when we're up by 5, right? This is situational basketball. What has been working for you all game? Pick and roll Okongwu. He did the first turnover he did the pick and roll. He was wide open to take a mid-range jumper, and he just passes it into an open space.
Mora, hold up.
That was the first turnover. Then he comes back down, jacks up a 3. Then he comes back down, turns over the ball again. Then he comes back on, back down, and takes a step back shot from 3.
First of all, that when he lost that play, Okongwu was open, but he he gave it up a little too late. I will agree. But he was trying to make the smart play. He was trying to give it to his guys, just that he get it off a little too late. Plus, he couldn't quite see over Karl Anthony Towns. Now, the 2 threes, I agree, they were not the smart threes, but the other one that he took, hey, you were feeling it. He just hit another, I think, a couple of shots in a row. I can give him a heat check on the first one. Second one, yeah, you shouldn't have taken that shot. This is the reason why when it comes to Trey, I give him more leeway because your superstar is not going to be perfect. Okay, he's not going to. Trey's not going to be.
He took some bad shots.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what got
when
them
it's
back
a good
in.
look, he passed it up. Like I hated the turnover to George Niang on the sideline at a bounce call.
You guys are trying to make it like it's all his fault. And that's
but in regulation, it's like, dude, you jacked up so many bad shots.
Okay, guys. Okay, guys.
But
what about
hang on,
he passed the ball to Niang and he missed the shot? What about
Niang shot 50% from the field? What are you talking about?
No,
what about
I'm not saying that that's a
LeVert
bad
went to
thing.
the line and missed 2 free throws. So what you think
we were down 1 in regulation.
Either he gonna take a chance on them shooting and missing, or he gonna take it in his own hand.
No, listen.
No,
We were
it's
down
the type
If
of
I pass the ball to
final
you, you
minute
miss
or
your
so
shot,
of the game.
and I pass the ball to you, and you go to the line and you miss 2 free throws.
Exactly.
Coming to the end of the
Man,
game.
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that.
Either I'm gonna try to take it in my own hand, or I'm gonna do what?
Okay,
but his hero
here's
ball
the
is
flaw
the
in that
reason.
I mean, not for Kool-Aid. Here's the flaw in that logic. Inside of 2 minutes, there was a ball that maybe it could have got ruled a kickball. I'm so confused on the kickball rules because sometimes they call it if you touch.
Oh, yeah, that was a kickball. You're right, Jay.
Sometimes they if it's incidental, they just let it go. But anyways,
no, they always let it go on the Hawks.
You're down 1 point in this moment. You're inside of 2 minutes. Trey Young lives for these big moments and jacking it. He comes off the curl in a beautiful play. Really wide open. And he
wide open.
It's like out of all the shots you want to force, you
He
passed
turned down
up.
that one, yeah.
That's what I was confused about too.
But
well, I think because he just had those 4 bad possessions in a row, it kind of got him gun shy.
I'm like, yo, like out of all of them, out of all the bad shots you take, you pass that look up. That's
Jay, here's the point that I'm making though. Yes, it was a play that was messed up, but was it the only play or the sole play that lost us the game? No.
There was no play that lost us the game.
Hang on, let me finish.
Nobody's saying that.
There are people that saying that.
Yeah, some folks are.
I'm not saying that.
2 free throws, okay? Niang, as you said, missed coverage. Okongwu missed some offensive rebounds.
Okongwu missed 5 free throws.
5 free throws.
Dyson could do as much as he tried, could not shut down Jalen Brunson.
No,
As Marion's point, there is a whole
he was in foul trouble
stuff that went into this game. And this is the thing that I hate. Listen, I have no problem criticizing Trey. Like Pharaoh said it before. Hey, you should criticize your superstar. I got no problem. Much given, much is required. But it's got to be legitimate and like a good, righteous amount of criticism. The folks I'm hearing, and even some of you guys here, is like, bro, y'all are really trying to put all of this on Trey. When, Trey made 2, maybe 3 bad mistakes in overtime, but there were many other mistakes in overtime that cost us the game. Many more.
I don't agree.
I think both things. I think both things are true.
Doing what you're saying.
I think both things are
true. Saying
I don't agree. I think regulation Trey played an amazing game.
Okay, man.
But regulation second half.
Yes.
Regulation second half.
Entirety of the regulation. Of course, he was 2 for 10, and of course he came in the second half. He played better, but overtime Trey. Horrendous, and I feel like he cost his team the game.
What was the score, man? What was the score?
He didn't cost us the game.
About what?
You're telling me in overtime when you're up by 5 and you turn the ball over 5 times?
But more again, it was 4 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in the game.
No. Listen, he turned the ball over. If you count the missed throw up shots, that's 5. Go back and watch the game.
Right. So he had one turnover.
In overtime by itself.
He had one turnover. I'm looking at
what about the Niang?
We're up 4-10. Harrisonburg hits the 3. Karl Anthony Towns gets a 2-point putback, and then Trey Young takes that or takes the 3. It says Jalen Brunson gets the 2 free throws, and then from there it's kind of like you're only up 1 for 3 minutes.
But he got that 2 free throws off of a Trey Young turnover. Y'all are not
Right.
understanding. He turned the ball over or shot ill-advised shots 5 times
Hold
in
up, hold
overtime.
up.
That's gonna cost you a game. You're
That-
telling me that's not
I
gonna
mean,
cost
you
you a
win
game
some, you
with 4
lose
minutes
some,
left?
man. You win some and you lose some.
Listen, this is my thing about the whole
What we lose? What was the score? 148 to 149.
point.
Okay.
Yes.
At one
Levert,
point, anything cost
what
you the game.
Levert 2 free throws would have looked like?
It
What free throws 2 free throws? That 150 to 159.
Hey, gang,
Okay.
hey, gang. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all, right? And I'm a Trey Young supporter.
Thank you, Damon.
But I'm gonna tell you this: if you up here trying to cop pleas for Trey, you ain't
Like
you're not being genuine. Listen to me.
Agree to disagree
I'll
on
be,
that.
listen, everybody know I'll be on this channel, and I'm up here screaming, "I'm not trading Trey. I'm never gonna trade him." Let me tell you something. Like I said, 3 straight possessions he tricked off.
It was 4,
Okay.
Damon. You gotta go back. 4.
And what really pisses me off about those possessions is no one else even touched the ball.
Exactly.
No one even touching the ball. And you know what? What's my man name? The guy was that Brian Oliver who was on the show with Bob tonight. Brian Oliver said this, man. He said this. He said Trey made one good play when he went behind the back. The double came. He went behind the back, gave it to Dyson. Dyson dribbled to the middle, dumps it down to
I think it was
down
a
there. Akonwu get fouled. And he said this: Trey Young gave up the ball. Bruh, he got to he I'm not gonna say he's solely responsible because like y'all have pointed out already. It's numerous reasons we lost this game. Missed free throws, bad defense in the first quarter and the second. But when I'm just speaking of Trey Young, if you want to talk that fourth quarter, I mean, you want to talk that overtime, he is responsible. He's partly responsible for that overtime loss, man. Situational awareness, man. Like you don't need when he took that side step, fading out of bounds, one leg
over
a
cat.
7-footer.
I
Over
really
cat.
hate one-legged.
It was 2 people.
That was a dumb shot.
No.
I
The
was
2
like-
people one is at the top of the key.
I agree. I can't.
I was like, the top of the key, I didn't mind because he had just hit one previous. So
Exactly.
and he wasn't even contested. But that
Exactly.
side step
That
over
one
cat
was a
falling out of bounds. And
Was
I
a
looked
dumb
at the
shot.
shot clock, and it was like 7 seconds, 7
Now,
seconds
dumb
on the
shot.
clock.
Yeah, that's a dumb shot.
It was,
What's
and
up,
we
Juan?
was only down 1.
Hey, let's let Foot get that word in, man.
Let
Foot,
one,
be quiet, man.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
Juan.
word.
Tell him like
Foot
it
was
is,
first, right?
Juan.
Foot was first.
Yeah,
Foot, tell him
was
what
first.
tell him
Foot
what
was
it
first,
is,
yeah.
Foot.
Who was first? My
I'm
bad.
already here. I just got home from the region tournament, man. I'm tired of shit. I wasn't gonna come on, but y'all called my name. Let me go ahead and get this shit out of the way.
Someone called Foot out.
I did.
I said it. I did.
39, 20, and all that. I don't care, right? And I'm not the one that says Trey's the reason we lost the game, because he's not. Because it's ebbs and flows in the game. But if you're supposed to be a superstar, one reason I always said Trey, because he's been doing this dumbass shit since he's been here. Y'all been okay with it. Y'all said, but he does this, but he does that. I can't do it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. A lot of times it does. But y'all okay with that? And, people make an excuse for that bullshit. And then you call my name? No, I'm gonna call it out. Because that's not situational basketball, like some of y'all have been mentioned. It's very important, especially at the end of the games. Stop this hero ball shit. You got 20 assists already. Continue to do what you've been doing and all this. Oh, he the one who brought us back. I think that's 4 dudes on the team that play defense and that scores besides him. So stop saying that he brought us back. I mean, y'all got to stop with that bullshit.
Man.
The game of basketball. I'm understand the game of basketball, man. I mean, it's the game of basketball. And James, he was right about that. He was right about that foul. If you look at the NBA rules, Trey, they missed the call on Trey with it. But if you look at the NBA rules, that was a shooting foul. Why no? We can't even worry about what they won't call. But come on, on, man. Y'all be realistic, man. Hey, stop shitting on other two dudes and come out this and hell, he brought it back. No, that bullshit. He keep doing that dumb shit. He did it last time we played.
Yeah, he did it versus the Magic too. We just won the game.
Man, we just happened to win. You gotta play situational basketball at the end of these games. If we're trying to get a seed up, because again, for y'all who stayed on the like last week, we have a real bench. We have a solid. Our bench is better, whatever. But I'm in with this. I'm telling y'all a funny story. So Norcross played Peachtree Ridge for the championship at Brookwood, right? Josh Smith signed play for Norcross, right? It's funny as hell. We remember how Josh was. His son was taking ill-advised ass threes. He kept saying, stand up, shoot the ball. They lost. They beat Peachtree Ridge 2 times already this year. They lost. So they lost the region championship. That shit was I just want to admit, that shit was funny as hell. This is coming from Josh Smith. He tell his son to do the same thing. But I'm done. Go ahead, Juan.
Juan, I'm after you.
Hey, evening, gentlemen. Jay, first things off, man. Crutchy is out for 4 weeks, man. We thought he was out for a week. That boy.
3 to 4.
3 to 4. Wait, 3 to 4 weeks. Then he's gonna be
But
evaluated.
it's really 2 weeks.
Then he's gonna be reevaluated. So like his back probably snapped like a popsicle stick.
You got a fraction.
And
But
then
we don't play again for another week, so
bro, he's 6'8", 200. I weigh more than him. I'm 6'3", you know what I mean? But that's neither here nor there.
I feel that.
I'm gonna just ask the panel. I'm gonna just ask y'all, man. This is not me nitpicking anything right now. You know what I mean? Because y'all pretty much said y'all piece over the last 56 minutes. How many turnovers do Trey have in the last 2 games?
I think 16.
18.
But
18
it's
turnovers.
you looking for the 2-to-1 turnover ratio.
Hold on. 18 turnovers, and he's our point guard, bro. I don't know, and we won 1-1 one of those games, right? I don't know how we expect our offensive efficiency to increase moving forward if the man with the ball in his hand is going to make so many egregious turnovers that can potentially cause us to lose the games. That's just one factor. Number 2, Cameron Payne was cooking in the third quarter. I think he absolutely got the Knicks, like he kept them out front, and like those are the things, the little ebbs and flows that I see in the game. And Terrence Mann couldn't do nothing with him. He had two to three straight drives to the right side, and he's a lefty, and he made 2 out of 3 layups and went to the free throw line. And like those are little things that derail the Hawks, man. Jalen Brunson, I'm a basketball fan, is an absolute dog.
Yeah,
All right.
he is.
He's an absolute dog, man. All
Yes.
right. This guy is uber efficient, man. You know what I mean? I wish Trey would take a little some pointers from him in the way he shoots the, he picks his spots on the floor. He can
Yeah.
handle the ball. He's strong as hell. He can get into your chest. He can make every shot at the, on the court, man. Like I just I like watching him play, man. You know what I mean? Like I hate the Knicks, but I like watching him play, bro. And he's uber efficient, man. You know what I mean? I just think it's something that Trey can pick up from other players in the league. You know what I mean? And that's why media pundits like him. You know what I mean? Because just his play style. You know what I mean? He's like a quiet star. But we lost the game, man, because we just didn't play efficiently down the stretch, and we let Princess Achua get his season high. another nobody gets that season high against us, man. I hope Landry and them are addressing size in the draft this year. I don't think we need to address the front line only.
They have to.
Only. I don't care about any guards. I don't care about any small forwards. They need to address power forwards and centers that's 6'10" and up.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because we absolutely have no size, man. And Quinn, Mo G. I know Mo G didn't have a good first half, but like, don't kill his confidence. Throw him back out there. Give him another 3 to 4 minute stretch to see what he can do.
Yeah.
Because we had no size to get rebounds. And Niang, as good as he is as a 3-point shooter, he's 6'7", man. And so we was getting killed on the boards. You know what I mean? So it's the little things that's gonna keep us from getting where we need to be as a young team. Well, I won't even say we're a young team no more because we had 3 vets that's over 30 years old. You know what I mean? Or close to 30. You know what I mean? So we're not even a young team no more. You know what I mean? But it's just hard, man. It's a playoff team. That was a playoff team, and like We played hard, you know what I mean? But you ain't gonna win most games when you're giving up 149 points. Trying to be the playoff team, man. So that's all I got.
I'm not gonna lie
really
to
needed Larry Nance tonight.
I just want to respond real quick to
I'm
both.
not gonna lie to you. Moji and Don Barlow's minutes were so bad.
Yeah.
Especially Barlow. How did Barlow even play? What did y'all see in Barlow anyway?
Well, but Don Barlow had to play. We didn't have another big.
We didn't have nobody else.
I just want to say
was terrible.
I just want to say this real quick to foot Juan's point. Listen, I'm a Trey Young fan as much as they come, and I even told Juan this at the Magic game. I don't want from Trey at all. Okay, and I agree with Morrow and the others in foot. That shot from Karl Anthony Towns was a dumb shot. There's just no way getting around it. It was a dumb. But I still maintain this position that he didn't trick off the game in the sense that it was really bad decision. I could say maybe 2 decisions, maybe 3 in the overtime that he shouldn't have made. However, the reason why I'm defending him is we wouldn't have been in that position if he didn't pop off and be super efficient in the second half. We wouldn't have. He wouldn't if he didn't make those free throws. We wouldn't have went to overtime.
I agree with that too.
Praise in the sense that, hey, we wouldn't even sniffed overtime if it wasn't for him. But I agree with Juan's point. He has to do better with his turnovers. He has to do better with situational awareness, to Foot's point. But this is the other thing that people need to understand. Even DeMond's talked about it. He's not really an efficient scorer. He's never been. He's just never, ever been that way. And I don't think he's ever going to be that way because that's just who he's a volume scorer. That's who he is.
That's why I want him
He's a volume shooter.
Exactly. He's not no efficient scorer. He ain't gonna give you 50 or 45 field goal percentages. He ain't gonna do that. That's not who he is. But
his 3-point percentage is terrible.
Well, it depends. It depends. If he cut down on them reckless threes he takes.
Yeah. Exactly. I agree.
You know, last year, DeMond, he was actually like last year he was like 43 and 37. So I'll take that. I mean, I think if he
but he starts off so slow.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
That it's even hard to tell. But here's a question I got for the panel though.
Hey, DeMond, before you do that, I'm finna go ahead and take me a shower. Before I leave, it's always true. Play smart basketball, we win. Dumbass basketball, we lose.
Yes, sir.
It reigns true. And that's what we did down the stretch. I'm out.
All right, Foot. Peace.
See you later.
Yeah, so what I was saying is this. And then let me say this, then I got a question for the panel. Trey Young, he wasn't solely responsible for why we got back into this game.
No.
Don't forget, we was down 18.
18 points, yeah.
Yeah, we was.
Hey, so let's not act like he just put the team on his back and carried the team all the way to the end. That's not what he did. Everybody actually chipped in. You had how many players in double digits tonight?
Like 5, I think.
5, and how many had 20?
We had 4 people over 20 points.
There you go.
But when you look at it, I would disagree with you on that, DeMond, because the assists.
The biggest player of the game was Dyson Daniels with the steal. That's your biggest player.
Oh, yeah. True. Yeah, that was. The biggest player of the game was Dyson Daniels with the steal. Yeah, it absolutely was.
Is the steal. Without the steal, you don't have an opportunity. That what's my point name? That a Conwell rebound never happens. But here's the question I got for y'all.
Yep.
Do y'all feel that? Well, I know most of y'all, but I'm just gonna ask it anyway. We need to go. The Hawks need to go and dress the center position. Were y'all satisfied with a Conwell?
I just said we got to get bigger on the front line. I like Okongwu, man. I do. I really do like Okongwu. But like he is not developed to like a Bam type of center. Like Bam can get away with it because he can handle the ball and he can shoot the mid-ranger and he's strong as hell. You know what I mean? Okongwu's not any of that. Okongwu, you know what I mean, is a decent rebounder. He plays well around the hoop. He'll give you a 3 every now and then, but he's no Bam Adebayo. We have got to get one of these tantalizing centers that are 7'1", 7 feet that's killing the NCAA right now, man. And if y'all need to know, y'all want to know about them, we can talk about that as well on another topic. But there are some really good centers in the NCAA right now, man. I don't know if y'all been watching. They can hoop, bro. They
I
can
would
move.
do it.
No,
I got a
I've been watching.
So
centers
Demond, I
take
tell you
3
too,
to
like
4
this,
years
there's
to
two ways you
develop.
can do
Juan.
that.
I don't know, man, but
Nah,
listen.
Demond,
there's
Hey,
guys
Juan, I
that's in there
forgot
right
who it
now that
was,
could take
Juan.
the
I
Yucca
seen a
Congo job right
7-footer.
now.
It was just a highlight. I forgot who the dude is. I seen a 7-foot dude, white guy, got the ball at the 3-point line, jab step,
Danny Wolf. Danny
pull
Wolf
back the
plays for Michigan.
dribble,
Yeah, Danny Wolf. I
and
know.
pull
Danny Wolf.
No, that
he
one.
dribble
That's
back, sidestep, pull up for 3.
no, that ain't Wolf.
No, that was
That was
Danny
Wolf.
Danny Wolf.
That was Danny Wolf.
That was Danny Wolf.
I don't know,
in
but hey,
Michigan.
when
No,
I
I
seen
thought that was
that,
I thought that's the guy at Stanford.
No,
did
Danny
that.
Wolf
No,
pulled. Danny Wolf pulled
that's
the
Danny
Tim
Wolf in
the
Michigan. But
Penny
the problem,
Hardaway.
Danny Wolf does not play good defense in the pick and roll, and he does
No,
not
he does
rebound.
not.
Here we
He's
go.
slow as
So
hell.
I
he's
don't know,
much
but
No.
better
listen,
offensively.
Hey, Demond,
when I
He's
see
good
him, when I
offensively.
see him do that
And
drag back and that pull
I
up
do
from
not
3,
want Danny Wolf,
I'm
bro.
I'm a Michigan man through and through. And he's a good
Neither
offensive
does
player, but
Joker.
defensively, y'all would complain.
about to say
Y'all would
Joker.
complain about the same thing y'all complain with a Congo. He don't
But let me ask
rebound.
you this,
Blah blah
Matt. Let me
blah.
ask you
Blah blah
this.
blah.
Y'all know who
Well,
Wolf is?
Let me
It's
ask
Frank
you
the
this, Matt.
Tank.
Hey,
You
Matt,
know
let me
what's
ask
funny
you
about
this.
this?
Wolf is Frank the
I
Tank. Am I
know,
wrong, Matt?
I know you in the
I think
I mean,
I
he's
think you
better
got a better
skill.
handle than Frank the Tank.
Yeah, he
Hey,
got
Matt,
better
hey,
handle,
Matt,
but
hey,
I'm just
Matt, hey,
saying,
Matt.
like
Hey,
slow
Matt.
footed, offensive,
I know you an
7-footer, right?
Akamu guy, right? But let's say Akamu not here. What big are you looking at in college right now to help us?
I like the guy to Georgetown. I like Danny Wolf offensively, but all around, I like the guy to Georgetown.
I can't
Serber,
He's
agree
I
with
think his
6'10".
name is.
6'10" though,
Thomas
Matt.
Serber.
Big Z.
Yeah,
He's
I
6'10".
know he's not a 7-footer that y'all love.
Wait,
I get it.
how tall is he?
6'10".
6'10".
6'10".
You don't
That's
Capella.
what
He's
he's
Capella
talking about.
height.
You don't
He's
need
Capella height.
Ain't Clint
Clint
sensitive?
height.
You know,
No,
Keith Clint.
I need someone taller than Capella.
Y'all want to hear something
Why do
so
y'all
funny though?
look?
Y'all want to hear something so funny
The
because y'all
dude,
talking about
the
7
dude
foot.
out of Duke is super raw. I just told you Danny Wolf don't rebound, so y'all would complain
Tatum,
Man,
about
I
that.
look.
Tatum going
The
top
All
dude
right,
out of
10.
Stanford, got no offensive game, really.
You
It's
crazy.
like,
you
crazy.
what do y'all
crazy.
You
want?
crazy.
Y'all know what's
You
funny?
crazy.
You
want?
insane.
Y'all want to hear
You
something
crazy.
funny?
What?
You
The
What's
insane.
up, Jay?
You
Oklahoma
capping,
State
Matt.
He don't
Thunder.
in the
Matt
half court.
capping.
He don't.
Yeah.
Y'all watch him
You
in the half
crazy.
court.
You're
What up,
crazy,
Jay?
man.
You can't
You're
be
Matt
You
crazy.
watch
capping.
him in the half
What
court,
it do?
I've
Juan.
been
You
watching
watch
him
him in the
play.
half
Yes,
court.
he's probably the best overall center in the NCAA
He
right now.
is, bro. That kid, he's 7'2".
It's Renault. His
I was
name's
looking at.
Renault. You talking about Renault?
So look. Speaking of
It
these
started with an R. I can't pronounce his
It's
name.
Renault.
Renault, yeah.
Y'all know
Let
the
me say
Thunder,
this,
right?
guys.
Most of the year have not played with a center.
Hey,
They
we
can't get who?
Playing 6'6"
we need a big
guys.
fella. Check this out, guys. I was just looking at that play where y'all talking about Trey Young took that shot over Cat. They wasn't moving on that. He gave the ball at one time, then the clock started ticking down. Guess what? If we would have had a big center, it would have been a mismatch in the block because Cat was out guarding Trey. Guess who guarding Okongu?
Jalen
Brunson.
So Cat, so then when Trey looked down there to throw the ball to him, he looked so little with the other guys that Trey had to go ahead and pull it back out. And then when Trey rolled around, nobody else moved and the clock started ticking down to 7 seconds. So Trey had no choice but to try to get something off on that shot.
Well, 7 seconds ain't 2 seconds, Kool-Aid.
This is
it was
the
7 seconds left. I'm
I'm
looking at it right now, man. I'm just
I know Kool-Aid, and
I
it's
hear
not.
what y'all saying.
It's not
I
2
hear
seconds.
it all. I hear y'all
It
talking
was
about
7 seconds left when Trey shot. It was 7 seconds left when Trey shot that shot. It was nobody open. And if he would have held it
but
any
Yucca
time,
got the
it
rebound.
would
Yucca got the rebound on that play, and he kicked it out to Georgie Yang. So we're not gonna dissect that. But what I will tell you guys, it was so funny to me about everybody's asking for a big center and this big player and this big player. When like you look at the Thunder, they haven't really had their bigs between Chet and
Isaiah Hartenstein. They've been there for most of the season.
Hartenstein has not been there.
They've been hurt.
They've been hurt. Here's the
Hartenstein was hurt at the beginning of the season. And then once he came back,
Hartenstein hasn't really played that much. Those dudes have been in and out the lineup. So Warren, before you say something, what's very interesting about the Thunder is they're the #1 defensive team, and most of the year they played without a center, like 6'5", 6'6", 6'8" guys. Kind of like what the Hawks do, and they kind of dare you to try to get you can't get the ball to the middle of the field. They just steal it from you.
Jay, here's one.
Yeah, because they
here's
have
one thing.
defenders.
Jay, here's one thing.
That's what I'm getting at, Larry. Like the Hawks, even though they've been undersized most of the year, are good rebounding. They're 10th in rebounding. We're never really good on the glass because we gang rebound. It's like it doesn't hurt us. We just need to target. Like if I were to get a big on the team, I'd rather them just go out and pay a big that fits what we want to do versus draft a guy. Like I'd be okay if they use some of the extra money and they go out there and get like Nas Reed or something. I think that makes more sense than like let's draft a dude. That's just my thing. I
vote for getting Nas Reed is an excellent defender.
That's what I'm saying, Larry. I like he's not quote unquote.
Yeah, no, I would love Nas Reed, but I'm just saying.
But I would rather us go get more wing players so we can keep blitzing the ball and put more defender. Like
I vote getting Walker Kessler. In my
I love what they're doing. I'd rather just play 5
Nick Claxton.
Jay, here's my rebuttal to what you just said. All right, because I'll be keeping up with the Thunder too. All right. Number one, they have the number 2 player in the NBA. That's starting off right now. Number one, number 2 player, however you want to categorize it in the NBA.
What they got to do with defense?
That's right there. All right, uber efficient. All right,
they have the number 1 defense.
Number 2. Look at the players that you talking about. They have. All right, you talking about Isaiah Joe. You talking about Luke Dort. You talking about the Williams brothers. You talking about what's his name with the headband? I can't remember. He's white guy. Caruso. They have 3. They have 3.
They got 3 guys that could be in top 10 in
defense.
defense.
Guys right now that's going to be all NBA defense. That's number 1.
We got one.
So again, the question becomes: do you want to go get more wing players?
Hold on, brother.
Let them finish.
Hold on. They also have a formidable front line. Isaiah Hartenstein is 7'1". Chet is 7'1". All right. I know Chet been out for the last 3 months. He was nursing his back because he like 200 pounds too. They need to get in the weight room, man. All right. But Isaiah Hartenstein has been picking up the slack while he's been out. Now he's back in there, and they are so versatile, man. They can do whatever they want to do out there, man.
So the Thunder have played. Every team at this point has played about 60 or so games. There's only 30 games left in the season. Isaiah Hartenstein has played 32. So he has not been there. So we're not going to lie about that.
I say he wasn't in the first part of the season, brother.
He's been in and out the lineup. But again, the Thunder are making it work with a bunch of guys that they have horizontal pressure. You cannot get the ball to the middle. It's like they went against Cleveland and they didn't have Chet or Hartenstein. And Cleveland has the Twin Towers, and Cleveland could not get the ball into the paint. That's all I'm saying. I want us to get a big. I just rather get another dude. I don't think that if by the time you pair a Okongwu with Jalen Johnson, you're getting towards more of what I'm talking about. Where like we just really need a backup dude like Nas Reed coming off the bench and more wings so we can keep blitzing the ball. That's what
we need a better rebounder. We need a better rebounder, Jay. I totally disagree. We cannot keep Onyeka Okongwu as our starter. I would rather keep Onyeka Okongwu here as our permanent backup and get our future center.
Getting a backup,
but see, Larry, that's what I'm getting at. That I think you guys are paying too much attention to who started. I'm looking at minutes played. If we can have a good center rotation. I don't think it matters because again, the Hawks are 10th in rebounding and they've been starting on Onyeka Okongwu.
Man,
but like y'all not understand. Like you can't get
6 rebounds now.
The thing that gets like if y'all look at what works with the Hawks and why they're running a lot of teams off the floor on offense is even though they're small, it's kind of like if you miss that shot and you don't get the rebound, and they really outside of Onyeka, even Trey Young is a good rebounder for his size, right? They always have good rebounding in every position. If you do not get that ball, they destroy you in transition.
Fast break,
They're faster than you. So I'd rather just add maybe like a veteran dude that Nas Reed is a veteran air quotes, but he's on like 24. I'd rather have that and let's go get more wing players.
I got a question.
You can get some more wing players.
Hang on,
I think we're just a couple wings short. I don't even.
What you got, think? Oh no, Jay. Do you think that your owner is gonna pay Nas Reed? Like they already paid Nas Reed, so or we gonna go trade? What are the assets we're
Nas
gonna have
Reed
to
is a
give
free
up?
agent. Is a free agent at the
Oh,
end
he's
of
a
the
free
year.
agent after this?
He's a free agent. He's
Yeah.
probably going to be
He
the
has a
best.
player
Well,
option.
I
He
mean,
has a player
then it's
And
up
the
to
option.
Hawks
Landry.
are one of two teams with actual cap space this offseason. And I think it's possible because we manage basically to the luxury tax line. And we have about $30 million to play with there. And we already have about 11, 12 roster spots committed inside for next year. So,
All right, so
but
it's
we're
up to
gonna. But here's the
Landry
thing.
and
I
our
pointed
hit.
this out on Saturday. You're gonna have to overpay for Nas Reed.
Of course you
So
are, because
instead
nobody
of
coming
getting
here.
15 million a year, you're probably gonna have to give Nas Reed like 2021.
I
But
would
that's
start Nas Reed over Yucca Kongwu. I'm not even playing.
Oh my
as long as
God!
he
Please
plays,
stop it.
cool. But
I
I'm
would
listen,
not
play
Larry,
even
to your
kidding.
point, to your
You
point,
talking
Larry,
about someone who can spread the court? That 5 wide that
okay,
y'all
but
want to
Larry,
play
Larry,
with?
Larry,
Hold up.
Nas
I
Reed
got a
with
better
Trey Young will
Larry,
break
Larry,
the NBA.
Onyeka
Larry.
really only
His
doesn't
defense
work
is not.
because
His
we don't
defense
have
ain't
Jalen
what you
Johnson
think it
there.
is,
Hold up. I
Larry.
got a better idea. Larry, I
His
got a better
defense is better than Yucca Kongwu's.
Larry, I got
No,
a
it's
better
Give me
not. No,
Nas
it's
Reed
not.
over. Give me Nas Reed over Yucca Kongwu all
Larry,
day.
I got a
I
better
would
idea.
start his 6'8" self over Yucca Kongwu.
Hold on. What you
Larry,
got, C?
I just want to say this. Why not Bowl? You saw what Bowl did
No.
against Memphis.
Fuck no.
What about Bowl?
I'd rather have
Bobo lazy,
Onyeka.
bro. No,
Hey, I
You
got a
think
question.
you too thin?
he lazy.
I got
All
a
right.
question.
That's
What
Here
is
we go again. We said the same thing about Cat.
what
No.
is? Hold on.
I
Bobo
didn't.
ain't showed no glimpses of Cat. Cat is a all-star. I want a
Yeah, I
Cat.
know Cat is an
Multiple.
all-star,
And,
but Bobo
and,
got some skills and some talents that a lot of people at 7 foot don't
well,
have.
Man,
get him and
he's been in
see.
the league
But I
6
mean, get him
years
and
and he did
see if
nothing.
him. Look, get him and see if him or Moji, which one gonna be better. You know what I'm
I'd
saying?
rather have Mo
But that's
Gates.
about the same thing right now.
Bobo gonna be a whole lot better
You're
than
right.
Moji.
I
He
got a
He
shoots
got
the
more
free
question.
throw than
skill.
Moji. He
I've
shoots the
seen
free
more
throw
skill
line
out of.
than Moji, and he play defense better than Moji.
Okay.
I've seen
What
more
is?
All you
skill
gotta
out
do
of
Hey
is
him, but
y'all.
I
once
know
you
that
get
that
that man
kid is
to play
lazy,
hard
man.
basketball, he'll play.
What
If
is
you
the
can pick him up for
combo?
nothing, then I'm not mad at it.
I
You
got a
know, but
I
question for
think
y'all.
Onyeka only doesn't work at starting center because Jalen Johnson's not playing
No,
next
I
year.
got a.
This team
What
with Jalen Johnson would be really scary.
What
So
is a Conwu good at? What
yeah,
is
because
one
Jalen
thing?
Johnson gonna get you 13 or
He
15
do work at
rebounds.
center.
But
What is?
that's what I'm saying though, Larry. Everybody on the Hawks, Karis LeVert comes off the bench and gets you 9 rebounds. Like B. Krejci was getting 10 and 8 rebounds for him.
Yeah, true.
Everybody on
I
the
needed
Hawks,
them to
but
have 2
Onyeka
more
is a
free
good
throws, though.
rebounder for their position or their
I
size.
needed him to have
Everyone.
2 more free throws. Karis LeVert needed to have 2 more free throws tonight.
I mean, it
fine.
happens. Like
We were
Larry,
fine.
Larry.
Just 2
Like
more
we talk
free throws.
about DeAndre Hunter. Right? DeAndre Hunter was straight buckets. Like, don't get me wrong. I think DeAndre fits. I keep saying he fits with Cleveland better.
Cleveland, yeah.
I just don't think in a vacuum he's a better player than Karis LeVert because Karis LeVert does other things beyond get buckets. He can run your offense. He gets boards. He actually creates blocks and deflections and steals.
He hasn't been running the offense since he come here. Dyson, when Trey go to the bench,
Right,
Dyson's basically being DeJounte out there.
He's the
secondary.
You know
We have a hierarchy
secondary
with
guy
that.
though. Like in Cleveland,
I mean, he can, but he's more of a scorer here. You know, like Harris, he coming in to get buckets.
Secondary ball handler in every time he's on the court, he's the secondary ball handler. When he was in Cleveland, he was like there was always Donovan Mitchell or Darius Garland at first on the court. Then they bought in Ty Jerome, so he instantly became like the 4th ball handler. And he's not a good 3-and-D player. I don't think he's. If you're just asking him to spot up and take threes, you're really limiting all the things they care.
Okay, that's fair, but
Man,
he hasn't
look.
had the ball in his hand outside of
Trey loves throwing that ball.
Let me tell you
yeah,
something.
but it's catch and shoot. That's what I'm saying. Like it's catch or drive.
Let me tell you something. I'm with Larry, and I like Okongwu. All right, but if you offer me Nas Reed, who I watch as well with Minnesota, who can handle the ball, who can cross you up and pull 3 after 3 after 3, he's starting over Okongwu. I'm sorry, brother.
Yeah,
He's a more dynamic offensive player.
Facts.
I'm sorry.
I'm okay with Nas Reed. Listen, I just want that. Those are the moves the Hawks should be more or less.
I'm sorry, bro.
I think the draft.
I'm with you on that, Jay, about Nas Reed.
I think the draft they should go wing players.
We still drafting our center though.
I think in the draft you should use both draft picks on the best defense, like on the best guy that profiles to be a good 2-way wing. And in the offseason, you should spend the money on Nas Reed. You should just address the center rotation because Nas Reed is 24. He fits what you want to do. He fits the timeline. He makes sense.
How old is Nas?
He's only 24.
He's from
Oh wow.
LSU too. Came
Wow,
from
he's on
LSU.
the timeline, please.
Isn't that crazy? A lot of these dudes are still like.
Oh wow. I thought he was older than that.
We
I thought he was
He's in his
that too.
30s.
Please get him.
Nope. Nope. He's just.
What's up, Merce?
He's just been in the league a long time.
What up, fam?
What's up, man? I'm in the gym right now. I just heard the conversation about centers. I actually agree with both Jay and I agree with all the guys wanting a center. If you guys look at the Boston Celtics, KP barely played in the playoff run last year, and they still won. And they won mainly because of their wings. If you look at OKC, like Jay was talking about, they're winning through their wings. And the wings are undersized, by the way. Like Lou Dort's 6'4". Casey Wallace is 6'3". J Dub, they say he's 6'6", but they measured him at 6'5". 6'5".
Yeah, he's 6'5". He's 6'5".
6'5" in shoes. That means he's actually like 6'4". So like they're winning with undersized wings, but they just happen to have three of the best five point of attack defenders in the league. I agree that with Jay that like if we have the opportunity, we should probably draft the best two-way player we can find. At the same time, though, I do feel that one of those draft picks should go to a center because we need a center that. And I know Matt's not going to like it, but if we could have 2021 Clint Capella all over again, we would take him in a heartbeat because he would fit everything we need. He's a great rebounder. He defends everything in the paint. He'll contest every shot at the rim. Like that's what you kind of need. And no offense to Onyeka, who's a great offensive player and he's decent on defense, but like he's not that defensive presence in the paint that Clint Capella was once was. So I would like to see us draft a center and then in a perfect world, the best two-way wing player we can get. But
I just don't want to draft
the way out
big man
Let me push back on this the wing player for a second. Hold on. Let me push back on the wing player for a second. We got Dyson, we got JJ, we got Zach. Who you sitting?
That's not the point.
No.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
We got Moji.
That's not the point.
Wait, Mary. Let me make sure I'm understanding what you're saying.
No, it's not Mary.
What do you mean? Who are you sitting?
Mary, you're missing the point. Mary.
Wait, hang on, Mary. What do you mean by who are you sitting? What do you mean by that? What do you mean?
I'm saying we got 5 wings right now. We got 5 wings, 2 in development, and we got 3 that are starters. So when you bring in this wing that you're bringing out of the draft, or when you bring in this wing from wherever you bring them, who you getting rid of?
Just add them to the ball. All of them play 20 minutes.
You got Dyson. You got Dyson.
All of them play 20 minutes.
You got Zach. You got JJ.
Okay.
You got Vit. You got Moji.
JJ's not a wing player.
JJ is not a wing player. What is he then? A power forward? What is a power forward?
He's a forward. He's a pure forward.
So what is a wing player?
A wing player would be a 2-3.
Okay, so you got Dyson.
So like Karis LeVert is a wing. Dyson Daniels is a wing.
Terrence
Mann is a wing. And what's his name? Vit Krejci is a wing. Those are your wings. Those guys are wings. I feel like I'm missing. Zach is a wing too.
So who you getting rid of?
Nobody. You just re-sign Karis and you put the next two-way wing in College Park.
Man, y'all making things difficult. Y'all can see it.
Isn't Moji a wing?
All you need is a
no. I think at this point, Larry, I think
bigger, man. Make the team a difference. Make it a whole lot better. Y'all making it so hard. We need a real backup point guard and a center, man. That's all we need, bro.
No, I want more.
I think we need a real rim
get a
protector,
center
guys.
with a thing.
They do.
That's my opinion. I think we need a rim protector.
I think when Clint Capella comes back, it's going to solidify a lot of what we're going to do. Because
this year, I'm talking about. We were talking about drafting, though.
That's what I'm saying. You're talking about drafting.
We're talking about drafting.
So the reason why I say just buy a center is because it takes centers and it takes them very long to physically develop, to understand the game.
Talking about getting a center with a name, bro.
And when you draft a center, you have just that guy turn into a rotation player or a starter for you in round 1 or 2. You can literally it's two-way dudes that become good center. Like we mentioned Isaiah Hartenstein earlier. It's like 1 million of those dudes. Why in the Thunder get the benefit of after he's played on multiple two-way contracts and they got him, they had to pay him to get him, but it's like, bro, you don't need to invest draft capital, to me personally, on a center unless they're all-star level or above. I just don't believe. That's my philosophy looking at the league right now.
You look at the center like the running back position.
To me personally, I just
Okay.
don't believe in. As I've seen dudes that I've hit in the league, I'm looking around the league. It's a lot of dudes that play the center position on these rosters that went undrafted or they developed in. Like the Celtics played the Keita dude big minutes, undrafted player. It's like you don't really Jackson Hayes, like he was a first rounder, but he busted, and he's on a minimum contract. So to me, centers, unless they're gonna be like a top 15 player at their position, I don't. If they don't project to do that, I just don't believe in drafting them. I'd rather just catch a team like Minnesota that can't pay everybody and take the big that they've already developed.
You know what?
It's gonna take. I'm telling you, it takes centers 4 years just to physically really be able to impose their will.
We have to pay
They
our
all
players
come in too
too.
light.
You're forgetting that, Jay. You're forgetting that. You're forgetting that JJ's contract's going to start next year. We have to pay Dyson. We have to pay Trey if we want to keep Trey. Like we're going to have to pay these guys too.
That's not going to be a problem because you're going to have.
But it will be though. It will be though because Dyson's going to demand probably 25, 30 million. If he pops off, he's going to demand 25, 30 million.
Hell no.
Hell no. I already cleared that money off the
What's going to happen? That's what's going to happen.
Mirrors.
That's what's going to happen.
He's not getting nowhere close to that.
That's not the point. That's not the point. You guys are missing the point. It's not that whether he deserves 30 million or not. That's not the point. It's the fact that he's going to demand that. Every player is going to want to get as much money as they can.
They've already cleared the money
He
off
gonna
of the
leave.
books for that. His space is
No,
already
he ain't
there.
going.
They've already cleared the money.
Number one, Dyson Daniels ain't gonna be. He's gonna get the max, and even
I don't
like
know if
number
he's
one,
getting
he's gonna be number one. He's gonna be first team all defense. That's a given. So he's qualifying for the max. And so
Not if they watch this film tonight.
Hold up, hang on, man. I know you want to stop it, man. On Dyson for the sake of hate, but let me have this moment.
Stop it.
Listen,
Not if they watch this film against the Knicks.
Okay,
Man, shut the fuck up, man. You're so fucking stupid.
Please, Gabe, you get off your I hate.
Hey.
Mirrors.
I don't know if you
Before
watched the
Matt
game or
goes
you
off
was
the
at the
reels,
gym. He got cooked.
Let me make this point. The point that I'm trying to make is this is what the team's always trying to be doing is developing. So to me, it makes more sense to draft the center anyway, because you're already still in the developmental stage. When it comes to like Dyson, when it comes to Zach, even when it comes to Jalen, you're still developing these guys. You're developing Mo G. You're developing still a Congo at this point because he's still trying to be a center. So to me, this is how I feel.
Develop 8 guys.
The 2 draft picks you got, you try to use one on the center. I agree with Larry. I agree with Marion. We need a shot blocker. And I agree with Morris. We need like a Clint Capella type guy out of this draft. I don't care about like if he could turn into a star.
We're trying to get away from that.
Matt, and that's the problem. Trey needs that. We got to the Eastern Conference
Trey
Finals.
need a guard.
To y'all, I'm just saying. Landry said we're trying to get away. Landry just said last week.
So C Wonder,
This
is what I'm saying.
Different skill set.
If we use a pick on the center, it needs to be a second round pick. Like that's my thing. Unless they're gonna profile to be a potential.
Why you don't go waste your time on developing the center, man? Go get a center with a name, bro. Stop all the development, man. You know how many centers out there? I'm gonna tell you right now. Big Frank Tank is a center with a name. He'll make a big difference, man. That man went to Final Fours and he done been in championship game.
No, he's not NBA 2K. Frank Kaminsky is not a good basketball player. If he was,
he is a good basketball player. He shoots 38% from the 3-point line. He shoots 77% from the free throw line.
I don't want to
have. And he was a top college basketball player.
I got a question for y'all. What is?
I'm just gonna be real with y'all, man. There's too much. There's too much. The center position is such like it just depends on what you want. It's just not a position I think you should spend in. If it's not a lottery level position, do not spend the money.
I got a question for y'all.
I do agree. I do agree with Jay. If Minnesota can't afford Naz Reid, then we need to take.
We need to go get that.
I got a question for y'all.
Is he the center we want?
Naz Reid plays like a power forward, though. He don't play like a center. He plays like a power forward, man.
It doesn't matter as long as he can rebound the ball.
I want a center. I need somebody that can put a little post game in. That's what I need.
Who is doing that in today's NBA?
I got a question for
we
y'all.
can be the first one to start it back so we can dominate the paint.
Mora has been trying to stay here.
Go ahead, Mora.
What does Okongwu do? I'm just a genuine question. What does Okongwu do on a nightly basis consistently that is good?
He faces the floor.
Energy. He
That
gives
is
us good energy.
He
Energy.
said energy. That's crazy.
I mean, well, let me say it like this more. He plays hard and he has really good hands. Like I think
I mean,
he gets
he
his
did
hands
get
on a
that
lot of
rebound that
balls.
got us to OT though. He did get that
He
rebound.
did.
He
Yeah.
always be
But
doing.
that
He always be
plays
doing that shit. I don't know how he does it. He does it
Why
every
y'all?
time.
But
He
why
can
y'all
switch on
struggling?
defense. There's a lot of things he can do.
Wait, why y'all struggling?
Do y'all not know that Miles Bridges guarded Okongwu the whole night? All the little people guarded Okongwu.
I'm okay with Miles
The
Bridges
center,
guarding
the Cat did not take time out to guard Okongwu.
If we had Capella today, we probably would have won.
Yeah, we had Clint Capella. We probably will won because
that man Cat was
last
eating.
play, the last play would have been to a bigger center.
Can we all
I agree
agree
with
though?
you, AC. I agree.
Can we all agree though that the Knicks had to have basically a perfect game with fouls to beat us? Can we agree with that?
Some of those fouls are a little weird.
With the referee, I bet they shot how many fouls. I bet a large percentage of their point was on fouls.
I'm saying that they had to play.
Man, just spend the money in the offseason on a big.
I got a question.
I don't think
What's
it's
good,
that
Devon?
big. I think we should.
Why would y'all?
Why
Why would y'all go
Jay's
get
fan.
Nas Reed? He don't protect the rim. You might as well
Yeah,
get
he's not the
Miles
big.
Turner.
Nas Reed's not the big you want. You need like
I
an
mean,
actual
look,
He's
big.
not the guy you want, man.
Well,
Like
Devon,
Nas
Miles Turner is going to be $30 million a year. I think
Miles
for me
Turner's not the
again,
guy people think
I'm
he is.
just looking at how
But
many
Nas
minutes
can, I mean,
can
but
get
Miles
Nas
Turner
Reed.
can't
I'm not trying
rebound.
to start him.
Hey, I got a question. I do have a question. What about Nick Claxton? And or
You have to trade for Nick Claxton.
He can stop Giannis, man. I see the nigga ball, bro. He can stop.
Who are you going to trade for Nick Claxton? Who are you going to trade for Nick Claxton?
Wonder. I got a question.
But that's a good backup center you're training.
What does Nick Claxton do better than Clint Capella?
No, he runs.
He's more athletic.
He's more
like
athletic, better
more
defense.
athletic.
That's all he is.
He can actually block shots.
Devon, you wouldn't want Nas Reed as your backup five.
He's a younger Clint Capella. That's all he is.
We're trying to get away from the Clint Capella skill set.
But how will that affect Trey, our best player?
I'm gonna say
You
this.
don't think
Hey y'all,
you are
I'm
evaluated
gonna
that
give y'all
already?
a hot
And they
take.
still trying to move
I'm
away
gonna
from
give y'all a
that
hot
skill
take
set.
right now, Jay.
Y'all know Trey needed to
Here's
center like
here's
Capella
my hot
to
take
really
right
ball
here.
out.
Here's my hot
What's the
take.
hot
Watch
take?
this.
What's the hot take? What's the hot take?
Clint Capella is gonna ball out when he come back.
He is.
Yeah, I think so too.
He is.
I think I'll not be.
But Demine. The team is better defensively if Clint.
You got more
the
dudes
bench
on the
is better
court who
with
can
Clint.
defend now.
Yeah. It's true.
So Clint
That is
Capella,
true.
when he come back, he should ball now. I ain't talking about
Dyson,
his shooting. We all know he can't shoot. I'm talking about on the defensive side of the ball.
But man, this game was the most. This game was so cinema, bro. This game was cinema.
Sure was.
Sorry. This game. I was watching this game, bro. I said, "What the fuck?" I was about to turn the game off, bro. I said, "Okay, this game's over." The man Dyson got the steal. I said, "What the fuck, bro?" Like, yo, man, this shit was crazy.
Dyson is a good player, man.
You got to get the man a max. I don't know, bro.
Great player.
There was so many clutch shit he did, bro.
You cannot get Dyson.
What you say?
You're not
He
getting no
a
max.
great.
Hold on, guys.
I'm exaggerating about the max, bro. Like that man was so crazy, bro.
He ain't getting no max. He gonna get a nice raise.
We're not even gonna put that in the atmosphere.
Yeah, not the max, but I was just hyping him.
I think he'll
up,
get
bro.
25 to
He
30.
was crazy, man.
Man,
I'm thinking
Not from Atlanta.
Larry,
the way
you know who was a big component in the Knicks winning tonight? Precious.
16.
He put up 26 points on Okongwu. Precious.
They kept on forgetting about him. I don't know why they kept on forgetting about Precious.
Precious put up 26 points tonight, 8 rebounds, and I'm gonna tell you right now, he was the component to them winning tonight.
Oh yeah.
That man, that we had nobody in the paint to stop that man.
Also, we couldn't stop Cat. You know, he
Cat
owned the second quarter, bro.
If you got Cat out there shooting three, then this dude is in the paint.
We couldn't stop Russ.
Since we talking about how much money Dyson Daniels is gonna get paid, something I want to point out is the Hawks just got out of like $40 million a year of salary between Bogey and Hunter.
In fact, after next year they're coming in with $148 million in committed salary. The salary cap is set to be about like 160, 165. It's going to go up by average of 2 to 3% or 2 to 5% a year. After 2026, only the core guys are signed, plus the Kongu, depending on how you feel about him being a core piece. So even if Dyson gets $30 million a year, you can still bring in a not like only dude that
I don't know about Nas Reed though. Like
that, but I'm just saying you can
I
still
like
give
Nas
him
for
15.
shooting.
I like Nas like
All I'm saying is
a compliment to
all I'm
another
saying
center.
is you can still bring in a free agent center at $15 to $20 million a year in 3 years down the line, because you're really talking 2 to 3 years down the line when these extensions hit on Dyson because Jalen Johnson is a flat 30. It's a flat 30 million.
Jay, just draft for big.
No,
Exactly.
like I said, I'd rather.
Do we want to draft the big? Like we really right there though. Like we right
I
there.
just
Like
don't
we
wanna
just
do it.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Like
why we spending
Here's the thing about
the first round pick on a big?
I'd rather just pay for the big position. I'd just rather spend the money.
I'd rather pay and draft for big.
Be
Honestly.
Andre Ayton.
I'd rather we sign Nas Reed and then draft the big after the fact. I'd rather do that. Because the reality is, if you look at all, the reality, Jay,
That's all I'm getting at. The Hogs
the
books are
reality
clean. They
is,
can pay everybody and be
the reality is if you look at all the centers in this draft, as much as I like them, even like the most talented ones, the ones that have the most, hypothetical potential, like Kaman Maluwak, they're all really green. If you really watch them play, they all need more time to develop. Like Kaman Maluwak is on, like he has the potential to be an incredible center. But if I were to draft him, I would still want him to like come off the bench and learn how to play the center role and then take over eventually, kind of like we did for Onyeka, but at a much quicker rate.
That's my point though. These guys, the center position is the slowest developing position.
The Lakers signed Alex Len.
Like that's just the reality. That like it takes them 3
why can't
to
we
4.
just sign
They all
somebody?
come in physically 30 to 40 pounds away from being able to do much. The only centers that come in and translate right away are on both ends are the dudes that are gonna go on to be like all-stars and defensive caliber, all defense caliber centers.
Yeah,
Most of those dudes are very green. They're gonna have to play in the G League. So why invest? That's one like Osha Iguodaro is playing really good minutes for the Phoenix Suns. Second round pick. Do not spend a first round draft pick on a center unless you think you have a guy that's going to be a top 15 center in the league. It just doesn't make sense. You're going to wait 4 years.
I do
Next
think
year, the dude is going to be playing in College Park. You might as well just go.
I agree. I wouldn't waste the first round pick on a center.
Larry hasn't said anything.
Go ahead, Larry.
Go ahead, Larry.
All right. I see what you mean, Jay. And I would definitely be for getting Nas Reed, and he would start for my team. But the thing is, no, they don't need no moaning groans.
Stop it, man.
The thing is that we know that our owner is notoriously cheap.
Yeah.
Okay, so in my opinion, the money that's being, basically allocated for possibly Dyson, and we already know that JJ's is a flat 30, you know what I'm saying? So we can pencil in what his is going to be. But, and that's why I keep telling Damon and Matt, I said, if we let the market set, we need to go ahead and sign Dyson to a $22-23 million deal, get it out of the way, and go ahead. If you let the market set his price, I'm telling you, you're gonna pay between $27 to $30 million.
No way in hell we paying that. No way in hell.
He's 21 years old, no injury history, and with the first time in his career, basketball-wise, he is being given a chance to actually run the offense. You know what I'm saying? And look, it's paying dividends. Over the past 11 games, he's averaging 16 points, almost 16.8. 16.8. It probably went up now since he scored 20 points this game. It's probably up to 18 now. So over 12 games. So he's averaging 18 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 3
steals.
steals.
And Larry,
Like, come on, man. He's
Larry,
literally giving you the
Larry, you know what's crazy too about Dyson? If he becomes a league average shooter, he quite literally would start. Most nights he's gonna be unguardable because he can't really shoot. He can't really shoot now. And what I've noticed is teams go under on him, they sag off of him, and they still can't keep him out.
And he still getting to the basket with that drive left, spin back to the right, finger roll.
And tonight he was dunking.
Night though.
It's funny that you guys said that if he shoots the league average, he would be like the league. You know, he's been shooting 36, 37% the last like 14, 15 games, right?
Exactly.
That man. If
Marcus on like 2 attempts a game.
Hey, that air ball he had today was the first air ball in like a month. That man grown. That's progress.
No. We're saying is league average. We mean on like real volume. Like he's shooting 5 to 6.
Not 2 a game. He's shooting 2 a game.
Not 2 a game.
What are we talking
about?
4 games.
We're talking 3 games. Five pointers a night.
Minimum of 5 attempts.
Yeah, if you give 5 attempts a night, if you give 5, 6 attempts a night, he's
like a real shooting guard.
Yeah, that I will agree with. If you give him real volume, 6 attempts, he shoots league average.
Larry, if he can shoot 37% on 5 or 6 attempts, I will keep him. I have no problem. But I don't think he do it.
Yeah, I don't think he ain't taking a lot of threes. Let's not. The numbers are a little misleading. He ain't.
Hey, listen to Larry.
Very misleading.
For the last 11 games, it was 10 games. Now it's 11 games. He's shooting over 50% for the last 11 games from 3. Go look it up.
2 attempts.
It's on 4 attempts. It's 4 attempts tonight. It's literally 4 attempts tonight.
That boy just kind of trying to keep Dyson down by any means. Like it's crazy.
Hey man, look, I'm used Dyson Daniels.
He doesn't want to apologize for it.
Hold on.
That air ball he shot today was the first air ball in like a month.
He's giving you 18 points. Yo, Jay, look it up. Am I lying?
Pull up Zach's last 8 games. Over the last 8 games, Zach's shooting like 50%.
Yeah, Zach's playing really well too. Zach's shooting like
Zach's the best player on the team that he's Trey Young, bro.
Any attempt.
Right now.
Dyson Daniels.
Zach's the best player on the team next to Trey Young.
Larry, enter tonight.
Here's the thing,
Larry. Larry, enter tonight. Not counting tonight because I couldn't see that in the game line.
It was 50%.
Entering in tonight, his last 10 games, he took 23. So that's literally 2 a game.
Okay. All right.
I'm just saying.
Like I said, it's not volume. But here's the thing, Larry. Larry, here's the thing.
Can I interest you guys in this?
He just
if he's being efficient, if everybody's saying don't shoot it like Josh Smith. If he's making 50% of his threes, it don't have to be volume. If the other,
yes, it does.
If the other offensively skilled players make their shots, and you're not counting
that way,
on,
Larry.
Yes, it does.
You can't compartmentalize like that, Larry. You can't compartmentalize offense.
It literally does work like that.
You can't Larry.
Larry, tag me in. Larry,
You don't want Dyson Daniels doing a step back 3. You know what I'm saying?
No,
trying
Larry,
to create
I want him to be able
dribble.
to Larry, the only way I would pay him is if he can become that type of a shooter that can do that. If he can't, I'm not saying to get rid of him. You can keep him on the team. I think he's a winning piece of the team. He just can't start because that type of dude cannot start if he can't shoot. That's why we pay him a lot of money.
I do not care.
He's 21 years old.
You can't trade him.
All right,
I don't care.
21 years old.
If I give Dyson Daniels 6 spot-up 3 attempts a night and he can shoot league average from that, I will take it, and that will make him unguardable most nights.
Hey, let me ask y'all a quick question. Matt, J. Murris, C1 to Larry.
Yes, sir.
AC.
It's AC. It's a 2.
Clint.
Let me just ask it. Is Lauri Markkanen better than Jalen Johnson?
No.
Yes.
I wouldn't say so. Can Lauri even play at a decent level?
Right now? No, absolutely. Absolutely,
he's better in different ways.
Today,
I'm gonna tell you why. I think Lloyd.
Let me ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all this real quick. For those who said yes, would
I
you
don't know about that.
call it Utah and offer Jalen Johnson for Lloyd Marketing?
No.
Jalen Johnson.
Jalen's still growing.
I'll stop.
If he told you he wanted Jalen Johnson in the deal, would you do it?
No.
Do we have to put in other draft picks to do it? Do we get?
Well, you had to make the money work.
No, because we can take back more money because we're under the cap.
Jalen could become a mini Giannis type of player. Like he just put some muscle become a mid-range.
He's not compare dudes to Giannis because they
like
tall.
a little mini Giannis, bro.
AC, it's a crossbreed between LeBron and Giannis. That's what JJ.
Yeah.
So y'all don't think Lloyd Marketing is better than Jalen Johnson right now?
I don't.
No,
Right
I
now,
don't.
yeah.
I don't know.
I think,
like
I'm putting. You know why DeAndre Hunter suddenly start averaging 20 points?
Anyway, you guys have a good night.
All right, have a good night,
Be
guys.
blessed, man.
This is how I see Lloyd Marketing to mine. I think it's a lot of the scheme. The same way DeAndre Hunter started magically averaging 20 points when he stay healthy. I mean, his game is good. Don't get me wrong. But they force him. They like when DeAndre was on our team. This is just the honest truth. They kind of like spoon fed him the ball in positions, and so like Lloyd credit DeAndre Hunter. They knocked the shots down. They converted on their opportunities. But I would just prefer if I'm gonna have to pay a guy that much money to do that, I'd rather it be like a Kevin Durant.
I will say this to DeMond's point. I'm watching the Laker and
you watching that Jazz and Laker highlights, ain't you?
I can understand why DeMond's saying that because
that's why I was just watching that. I was just watching that.
But Lauri's having a down season though.
I would trade.
Right now, Laurie is better.
Trade Dyson. I would trade Dyson for Laurie.
No, Matt. No.
If it was Dyson,
I don't think they would have accepted that.
If Danny Ainge came to you and said, if you want Lloyd Marketing, Jalen Johnson has to be in the deal, are you gonna make a deal?
No. Well, it comes down to this.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
You know what it comes down to for me?
I only want Lloyd Marketing if we have Jalen. If we don't have Jalen, then it don't make sense.
No, exactly.
Well, wait a minute. DeMar, do you think Lloyd Marketing can play the 5 at 7 feet tall?
That's not what I'm getting for.
Small ball. I think he could.
Yeah, well, if he's gonna be a big man and not like a wing, how they have him, I think I consider it.
Yeah, if he's gonna be at 5,
I'm just asking, man. I was looking at them Laker highlights, bro.
Highlights.
He good. That's why I wanted him over the summer. I'm willing to give
I
up
was looking at them highlights, man. I'm telling you.
If he plays the 5, then yes.
All right, let me ask y'all this.
Can you imagine Trey, Zach, Jalen, Laurie, and
let me ask you this.
We going to the finals.
Can I offer y'all this?
We're talking about Congo.
Hang on, can we offer this proposition? All right, off DeMond, we'll switch it. I already know Matt's answer, but if Danny Ainge said, "Hey, I'll give you Walker Kessler, but you gotta give me a Congo," would y'all do it?
Yes.
Yes, in a heartbeat.
Yeah, that's what I
know. In a heartbeat.
He can barely start for his own team.
Double was defended all night by Mikal Bridges, a guard. He was defended the whole night.
If I can get Walker Kessler,
in the last 2 minutes, he was defended by a guard.
We would be in the perfect.
I ain't gonna lie, we would be balled the fuck out, bro.
That was supposed to be a mismatch with any other player.
I'm not in love with Lloyd Marketing's numbers.
Marion, I would agree, Marion. I would trade JJ for if I could get Franz, I would trade Jalen for Franz.
Off screen.
I would trade Jalen for Franz today.
That's a no-brainer.
If I could get Franz.
I don't know if I would do that with Franz. That's a toss.
You're crazy. I would trade for.
It's a toss-up for me. I'm sorry.
How old is Franz?
Yeah, I would trade Jalen for Franz.
He might be like
24,
22.
Franz is 22.
They were in the same draft class.
Oh my God! Yeah, I would. Yeah,
but he came in at 17. He came in at like 19.
Jay, the only reason why I'm apprehensive about it, I get JJ's injury history, but JJ was having an all-star caliber season before he got hurt.
What do you think Franz Wagner was having before he?
No, I'm saying though, you guys are only gonna be trading an all-star for an all-star.
That's what
No,
you
I'm trading. I'm trading.
I think Franz is a lot better scorer than Jalen. He's a better natural scorer than Jalen.
Let's be real here.
He's more of an all-around guy.
Jalen Johnson was a borderline all-star. Like
Yeah,
he could
Franz
Franz is an all NBA. Like Franz, had he stayed healthy, would be an all NBA discussion.
He had 25. He had 25.
Very different tier player.
I'll tell you what. I'll give JJ for Pablo Banchero. I'll give JJ for Pablo.
I don't know about
How about
that.
I would
Paulo,
give JJ
Paulo kind of iffy, bro. His plus minus be terrible.
Are you kidding
You
me?
can't have
If you
another
gave me
terrible
Franz,
plus
if you
minus
gave
on
me
his team.
Paulo, I would take.
I like Paulo because Paulo scored 50 points in one game. The brother is like he plays balls out. He
That
balls
was
out.
against Indiana. They got ass defense.
Follow hard is a lot
badass
different than Jalen Johnson. He got a mean streak and he got a heart when he played basketball, man. Jalen Johnson get a mean streak, he probably be a lot better basketball player. He don't play with that mean streak like he should, man.
So who on the panel would not pay?
I want them to find a
Who
score.
on the panel would not pay Dyson Daniels $25 million?
I mean, he's the second best player on the team, man. Who you got to pay that?
What are we talking about?
Dude.
No. Seriously. Who would not? Who would let Dyson Daniels walk?
Ain't no way in hell, Larry. Ain't no way in hell.
Matt, you don't count.
That's the reason we win basketball games.
You cannot pay you can Larry. It's bad business 101. You cannot pay a dude and you don't know if he's gonna be a starter or a bench player.
Hey, can we go back to center?
He is a starter. What are you talking about? He's gonna be the starter for the next, at least his extension, 5 years.
I don't believe that.
Matt,
I don't believe that because if he can't
remember when Matt said that when we get better offensive players, now that we have better offensive players, Dyson Daniels was going to be off the ball more, and it's turning out that is not true.
That is absolutely not true.
What better offensive players did we get? What better offensive players did we get, Jay?
When Trey Young goes out the game,
he's not a consistent offensive player.
You legit.
I'm talking about.
I just want you to know,
Jay. I was talking about Jay. No. I was talking about a Laurie marketing, Jay.
Man, all we need is a center, bro. That's all we need, bro. We need a center. That's not compelling.
We just need another
Jay,
score.
consistent 24-25 games.
I don't give a fuck about Dyson getting this. I don't care about Franz Wagner. I just want a center.
Can we replace Double O and Clint Capella with? Can we replace Double O and Clint Capella with a couple of real centers?
These are my three centers.
Walker
Kessler. We
don't have to trade back
He's not a center.
See, the thing about Walker Kessler, you got to trade with Danny Ainge. That's something you don't want to do.
Yeah, you don't want to do.
We don't want Walker Kessler. Larry, why do I want a guy that can't even start for his own team?
Even Laurie marketing, but that's the same thing.
First of all, the Jazz didn't know what they were doing with their guy. That's the problem.
Exactly. That's the same thing. So, but also,
it's not the same thing. Who's starting in front of him, Larry? Who's starting in front of him?
I don't want.
Daniels wasn't a starter, and he turned out to be a really good starter. So.
Exactly.
He's turned out to be good. Don't put the really good in there. Don't add hyperbole.
Really good. What you talking about?
Good.
All right, man. I mean, little dude. I know
how you spell hater.
He wasn't
MATT. That's how you spell hater.
Yep.
Hey, look. I'm trying to save us from another Kent Bazemore contract. Okay.
Wait a minute.
This dude just called Dyson Daniels Kent Bazemore.
Kent Bazemore.
No, I'm saying that type of a contract.
Matt,
I'm not saying he's Kent Bazemore the player. I'm saying Kent Bazemore the contract.
I'm not letting you get away with that. That is the most disrespectful, disgusting slander on Dyson Daniels I ever heard.
How do I do? Was you saying that? Hold on. Was you saying that before Kent Bazemore got his contract?
Let you talk. Let me talk. Let me speak. Let the pastor speak. Let the preacher preach a bit. All right. Hey, first things first. Dyson is light years ahead of Kent Bazemore as of right now. Light years.
I don't know who that is.
Not even close to what Kent Bazemore. Even though I like Kent Bazemore, Kent Bazemore was a backup. Everybody knew that. He was a bench player. Dyson Daniels is a all-star caliber player if maxed out.
Oh my God! Oh,
Yeah, go ahead, have a hate orgasm, whatever you want to do over there. The point that I love
like Dyson Daniels being a good player. I don't want that.
Exactly.
How could that happen?
All-Star? Where is this coming from? See,
Like, I'm not even
All-Star?
saying he could be an all-star, but the idea of Dyson being an all-star.
Larry just gave you the point.
It's not happening.
want
It's
that,
not
man.
happening.
He's
It's not
literally
happening.
scoring 20 points a game, giving you what 4-3 steals a game. He's shooting above league average from
First of
three.
all, he's nowhere close to 20. First of all, he's nowhere close to 20 points a game.
And
Actually, he is, Matt.
I wouldn't say all-star, but like I'm just saying, like
Man, actually, he is. Hold up.
you want to hype up your own players, like
What's his point average? What's his point average, Larry? What's his point average, Larry?
No, I'm saying over the past 10 games. You like doing those small
Don't give me
size.
sample sizes. Don't give me
Matt,
sample
to
sizes.
prove your points, you always doing sample
combo.
size. So I'm using
3-game
the
sample
math.
size, 2-game
I'm
sample
using
size.
the
Y'all
math.
arguing with Matt? Why are y'all
I'm
arguing
using
with
it.
Matt? Matt
You know what?
said
Jay's
that
the point.
Dyson
Jay's
Daniels
got the
is a
point.
throw
We
in
can't
the
do
trade.
nothing about it.
He
You're
said
right.
he was a throw in to make the money work. That like,
No.
why are y'all arguing with Matt?
You're right, Jay.
He
You're
was.
right.
He was. Jay.
I want y'all to
Jay.
know.
He was the
I
start.
wanna
He
bring this
evolved.
I want y'all to know the day Dyson Daniels, we made the DeJounte Murray trade, we had this same show, The Mind, and it was dude that has the Falcon show. I can't think of his name. They were like going crazy. I get on this thing. I said, yo, this is a good trade. We got Larry Nance, we got Dyson Daniels. These dudes blasted me that day, saying I like just getting mad, saying we lost DeJounte Murray. We could have got Brandon Ingram. I said, Dyson Daniels is the star here.
Exactly.
Like Dyson Daniels at this point in his career, before DeJounte Murray got hurt, he is a better player than DeJounte Murray.
All around. Got way
Dyson
more.
got traded. I said,
Well,
who the fuck is this nigga?
That's ridiculous.
Matt,
First of all, I said, if you go back to that show, Jay, if you go back to that show, I actually like the trade. I don't have a problem with Dyson Daniels. I have a problem when y'all go overboard with them. Okay?
Here's the
That's my
splits.
problem.
Here's the splits in the last 10 games.
Cook, Larry, Cook.
In the last 10 games, all right. So
You said what now?
No, last 10 games. What is it?
These last
50%
10
from
games.
three,
Okay, go ahead.
47.6% from the field, 70% from free throw line, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 block, and 2.6 steals, 14.3. He's basically doing DeJounte work, DeJounte Murray work, but with way better defense.
Over an 8-game sample
hold up,
size.
Matt.
No, it's over 10.
Larry, let me say this. It's funny that.
Okay, 10-game sample size. Okay.
Hang on, Matt.
And that hasn't even. Hold on, let me
Stop
refresh.
hyping up Dyson Daniels. Stop making him sound good. That's all I hear.
No, my bad. Excuse me. That was a wrong. That's now I just hit refresh. My bad. Dyson. Yeah, all right. So yeah, it's still 50. It's still 50. It's still 50.
Larry, funny about Matt. He gives these sample sizes with our defense with a Konglu in the lineup in the last 2 games, even though we've been under 500 because of it. But he doesn't want sample sizes with Dyson Daniels. Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
Isn't that
Hypocritical.
Funny?
It's not 10. Hold on. First of all, with a combo, it's not 10 games. That's one. 2.
It's actually been 12 games.
I'm sorry, Dyson.
All right, 2 extra games.
Dyson Daniels. And Larry, this is why I wouldn't pay Dyson Daniels anywhere close to what y'all talking about. If you look at Dyson Daniels' production in Atlanta,
hey guys,
whole
listen,
season,
I gotta go.
you look at what he did in New Orleans,
Matt, you got to
the
stop
last
hating
2
on
years
Dyson.
in New Orleans.
Love y'all. God bless y'all, my brother.
It's actually the increase is volume. It's not skill, it's volume. He's shooting about double attempts per game what he shot in New Orleans. That's directly correlated to his
Why
increase
you
in
always
points per game.
lying?
He has double his attempt over double his
That's
attempt.
about it, Larry. It's the attempts and the volume.
But he improved his efficiency.
He has double his attempt. He shot 5 times a game in New Orleans. He shot 5 times a game. He's shooting 12
But that's
times
not
a
what
game
I
now.
said, man. I said
That's actually more than double.
I said he's over. I said that. I agree with you, and I said he's increased his efficiency.
Yep.
On the volume.
We're talking about 2%.
We're not talking about
what 2%?
It's 3%. And
what we talking
about? And we talked about.
Come on, Jay. Come on, Jay.
No,
Jay,
Matt.
on.
We talked about this already
3%?
about how you lie with numbers. We talked about this. You tell lies with numbers, meaning like you don't add any context. You just leave it as
he's double his volume or is more.
No,
volume.
you're voiding all context. When you
How many of those are no,
layups, Jay?
Let's add
Jay, how many of those are
context to
layups? How many of those are assisted field goals?
That's not what we're talking about here, man. We said,
how many?
You will sit here and say it's only going up 3% and leave it as a blanket statement and leave it to the person who's listening up for interpretation on what 3% means. What you need to tell people is he shot 44% and now he's up to 47. That's nearly 50% from the field. That is a 3. Let's stop telling half truths. Don't lie with my numbers. See, I'm a numbers dude.
He raised up 3%. If you're shooting,
don't leave it up. Don't leave it up to the interpretation of the listener. Tell me what it is.
So hold on. So you don't want me to tell the truth. You don't want me to say it's 3%.
No, I want you to tell the whole truth.
Something else.
So y'all gonna argue with Matt the rest of the night about Dyson. Ain't nothing. He ain't gonna get nothing that he want about Dyson Daniels. Nothing. So
it is
Dyson
true.
Daniels, so we spend waste of time arguing with him about Dyson Daniels when we know Dyson Daniels is the second best player on the Hawks team. And
that is true.
He has more important things to do, especially on the defensive side, than any other player. He has raised his game from a 5-point. Now listen, Matt. Just listen. He has raised his game from when I was going back and forth with my boy talking about he only averaged 5 points, and he went from 5 points to 15 points a game. And you can't tell every game seems like he gets better.
His shot attempts went to 13.
It don't matter. And now he's slamming the ball.
It does. Yes, it does matter.
Every time you see Dyson play,
you want me to give a 6'7" player credit because he dunks? You want me to throw a parade because a 6'7" player dunks?
No. What you need to do is go find somebody else to pick on, man. Because you're picking on the wrong guy. That's all. You're picking on the wrong guy. Picking on Dyson Daniels,
he's shooting the ball 12 times a game. He's shooting the ball 12 times a game.
Go back to defending your ball, Okongu. Go back to defending your ball, Okongu, because
50% of his assisted.
Okongu was cooked whole of the night, and he couldn't even defend Mikal Bridges in the paint.
It's 2 hours.
It was just crazy, man.
Hey, family. Hey. It's been 2 hours. We're about to end the show, man. Salute for everybody who tapped in today, tapped in tonight. Hawks lose a tough one. Thought we was going to pull it out, but we couldn't hold the lead, man. So tough game, tough loss. Now we're going into the All-Star break. Hopefully the dudes can recover, heal, get ready to make this run for the playoffs in the second half of the season. I don't know, Larry, you gonna be streaming like the All-Star stuff?
I don't know. I'm debating it. Maybe the rookie game and the skills competition. I don't know if I'm gonna do the game.
Okay, so if y'all want to tap in with that stream, go over there, tap in with Larry, man, the Dixon way, man. Salute to everybody who tapped in tonight. I'm gonna catch up with y'all later, family.
You gotta do one on with Trey playing with Jokic, man.
Oh, he playing with Jokic?
Yeah, he playing with Jokic on
okay, yeah, I'll do it. He playing with Jokic.
All right,
I'll do it.
All right, family. Let me catch y'all later, man. We out of here. Peace.
Yeah.
Swooping in just like a hawk, Trey Young on no picking the park.
Yeah, swooping in just like a hawk. Trey Young on no peak in the park. And one baby that's far from a flop. Stay from Marina, we blow up the top. DeAndre 12, he just like a cop. Lockdown D, get it still in the block. Vic got that vision, he passing the rock. Trey put from 30 with 12 on the clock. I hope your best player got really good handles, why? Cause he might get swiped by Daniels, Told him don't leave, both get open and wide. Cause he jump away like an ocean, yeah. Jalen on the fat break, scaring them. But you can't leave open Garrison. Just like a hawk, Trey Young on the peak in the pop. And one baby that's far from a flop. Stay from Marina, we blow up the top. DeAndre 12.